Of all the timelines, this is clearly the darkest, which is why I propose we commit to being evil. I've made us all black goatees out of felt. I suggest you put them on until you're able to grow your own.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your host, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your dick's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, January 19th, 2021, and this is episode number 544 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nye.
Trying to get Jackson Underoos sponsorship.
Jose Guzman.
That one broke me.
Kelly Harris.
Stephen A. Smith presents Too Far Tuesday.
And our good buddy Mahoney is here. What's up, Mahoney?
Let's get Jax a Dunkaroos sponsorship.
Let's get us a Dunkaroos sponsorship.
This kid got to start bringing that his fucking keep somehow, I swear.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, I got to say, today I...
Oh, you looked at the MTV schedule for this week?
Oh, God. No, I didn't, but I bet it's horrible.
All right, hang on. You go tell your story. I'll look that up.
Okay. I was looking through the website today to make sure shit was working, doing some, just, some maintenance type shit. And I'm like, oh, let's just click this the YouTube playlist and let's go. And it was last week's episode, and I gotta tell you, I got upset all over again at Iron Man 3 at number 60. God, come on.
There was a couple of times throughout the week where I was like, I think at that point in the show, Jose thought we were just ranking MCU movies. Like, he can't possibly have thought that Iron Man 3 is worse than the 1990 Captain America movie. Like, it just can't be true.
Yeah, but that one holds up.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
What are you talking about?
I appreciate how Jose rolled in there thinking he was going to be the wild card, but the entire time Kelly was being a little Marvel movie terrorist the entire show. We were making Iran peace accords with Kelly just so that the Avengers movies could make it to the top 10.
I saw today on Twitter, so last week or the week before, somebody was doing the cast a movie with Muppets, but keep one real person again. And then today on Twitter, fucking GQ is like, we rank all the Marvel movies. It's like, we already did that.
I've seen
And our list will upset people much more than yours.
Yeah.
Our list is fucking fire, son.
I've seen
Iron Man 3 number 60, but Blade made the top 10.
I've seen screenshots.
Hey, but I'll tell you what, that Blade making the top 10, that earned it. Because that movie,
Blade's fucking dope.
if they were to release that motherfucker right now and say, this is a brand new movie, we just shot it.
I mean,
it fits.
the CGI is questionable, so...
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like that new Blade movie with Mahershala Ali is going to make Blade 1 look like Blade 3.
Oh, you mean the best of the Blade the best of the Blade movies according to John Michael?
Oh my god.
That list was fucking hot fire garbage.
It was fun though.
I told you guys, no one was going to be happy with it by the end.
I don't know. I was pretty happy.
It was fun. It was fun.
It made me want to watch some Marvel movies, that's for sure.
You know what I did? I spent a good chunk of the day Wednesday trying to find fucking Punisher Warzone to stream somewhere, and you can't do it. So I gotta, and my sweet physical media isn't out yet, so I gotta take care of that shit. I gotta.
You might just be better off buying a copy on Amazon for like.
You mean the top 20
$2.99
Marvel movie of all time?
I got
no, it was 29.
Such a baller ass case coming in. I got a
29?
sweet media cabinet coming in tomorrow, you guys. It's gonna be so dope. So freaking fresh. So fresh.
And just so you know, this week Ridiculousness is being shown 232 times. The next highest is Movie at 13.
Oh
shit, Karate Kid. Just in case you want to catch up before you watch Cobra Kai.
Like, it's not even a bit. This is so bewildering to me every time it comes up. It's so fucking strange.
Remember when you thought I made this up and then you looked at the MTV schedule and you're listing off the things and you're like, oh wait, no, this is just what I'm looking at here.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I didn't necessarily think you were making it up, but I thought it was a bit. Like the Twitter was like a gag, and I'm like, oh no, it's the real thing.
I don't know if all of you guys saw this in our Discord, but J-Pop works with a gentleman.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh yeah.
Purchases episodes of Ridiculousness off of iTunes to play as background noise while he works.
Why don't you just put MTV on?
It's one of the more upsetting things I've heard in a while.
Right.
I cannot imagine paying money for that.
Yeah, Lee was like, that guy's a piece of shit. And J-Pop's like, I mean, that's a little far.
I said what I said, J-Pop. I fucking said what I said.
And then we got you back with your father-in-law, so, you know, it's all even.
I mean, you notice I wasn't like, what? I wasn't rushing up that hill.
No, he's a great guy, and I love spending time with him.
That is exactly what I said. No, fuck. It's been. I can't believe it's only been a week since we did this. Fucking ridiculous, man. It's nonsense.
Ridiculousness.
Yeah. See, check my notes here. I got a couple things. So ordered some pizza over the weekend.
Hell
I was
yeah.
going to pick it up. We got a spot called Spinelli's on the next town over. They got the big, thick New York style slices.
Okay.
Big fucking fat chunks of sausage. Very, very good. Like worth the drive to go and bring it back. And had a couple minutes to kill, so I walked into the little hobby shop where I buy my models. Maybe I'll pick up a model or two. And I found on the way out this like massive, like 60-gallon tote full to the brim with Transformers, mostly Optimus Primes, and nearly shit my pants. I'm like, what we got going on over here?
How much for the tote?
Yeah.
Well, even at a glance, knew there's some shit I already had in there. I'm like, all right, so I'll just pick one off the top, and I picked a fucking winner off the top. It's from the Japanese so it's a Japanese Amazon exclusive from 2017. Average going price on eBay is like $110 to $200. I got it for $12.99 out of this fucking tote.
Nice.
And so I got in the car. I called Nicole and said, I'm real pissed. Got to get this pizza. But hey, just so you know, I'm coming back here tomorrow. And I came back the next day, and they hadn't priced the bin yet. So like technically they shouldn't have been selling it to me. But they just, with no regard for what it was. So like, okay, the small ones are $3. Like the middle ones are $6, and the big ones are $12. Does that sound cool? And I said, yeah. It sure the fuck does. Yeah, they had some real good shit. A lot of the stuff I already had, but they had like Robots in Disguise, Scourge, the Decepticon Laser Prime repaint with a chrome trailer. They had a Power Master Prime G1. They had like some really good shit. Some throwaway bullshit too. It was clearly a guy like me with an Optimus Prime collection that just unloaded the bucket and they're just selling it off for peanuts. It's outrageous. It's crazy.
Sat on the floor, dumped it all on the floor, just sat there, and the ones you don't want, throw back in the bin.
Yeah.
I mean, dude probably died. Like, why else would you give up all that?
I think about that a lot.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know if that makes us better or worse. I'm not sure exactly.
I mean, you might get a ghost with one of your Optimuses then.
That would be pretty cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed because I thought this story was going to be about pizza.
Well, we got back though.
Switch.
pizza's pretty fucking good, you guys. It's really good.
I tell you what, if you're a fan of,
I microwaved the sliced knives and I folded it in half and just yeah, so good.
If you're a fan of
is the pizza place named after the character Spinelli from General Hospital?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
General Hospital.
Everyone who works at that place though is like a scumbag, which is kind of great. And it's kind of what you want out of a hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. But they're all like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to hang out with any of these people." And you ever look at a group of people like, "Oh yeah, they all owe people money."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like every single person
we were
here is a
going
debt
Christmas tree shopping.
Yeah.
We beelined out of that fucking place. Look outside.
And then last thing, real quick, just a couple of little adventures in parenting a teenager. So just so you know, Mahoney, this is coming. I hope you're excited.
Get your poop knife ready.
Oh, God. So the cable company sent us a new modem the other day, and like, hey, just fucking send us the old one, put the new one in. The new one's better. Great, whatever. So I get ready to do this. I come downstairs. The whole family, my wife, my son, my daughter, they're all around the kitchen table. And as I make a bold proclamation, I shout out loud to the room, "Attention, family! The internet will be going down momentarily for some routine maintenance upgrades. Thank you for your time and attention. We'll resolve and replace your stream as soon as possible." And Nicole said, haha, whatever. Walk over, started plugging shit. No more than 3 minutes later, I hear from the kitchen my beautiful daughter, who is 13, say, "Hey, Dad, is there something wrong with the internet?" I'm like, fucking, yeah, I got up. I'm like, fucking, yeah, I just did like a whole bit, a whole thing. I was yelling. I did like a barker, like a thing. Where the fuck were you? She's like, "I didn't hear you."
The lights are too bright. Couldn't hear
The
you.
lights are too bright.
Let me tell you,
And then,
I don't need to wait for teenage years for that. That's happening to me already.
oh, goddamn.
Shit, that happens with my wife.
Today. And then okay, so we're trying to, everyone be a little healthier. The pizza last weekend was kind of our farewell to good food for a while. So we're trying to get it back on the, back exercising, eating better and shit like that. All
Only
that good
potatoes.
stuff. That's
A whole house.
coming up. Well, no, they'll kill me first. But I'll be doing potatoes for a little bit.
No.
But like, hey, look, man, just drink a couple bottles of water every day. That's all you got to do. Just 2 16.9 ounce bottles of water. Drink a couple bottles of water. And it's like pulling fucking teeth to get this kid in a 24-hour period to drink 2 bottles of water. It's preposterous. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And so today, and everybody's like, "Hey, drink your water." "Yeah, I got to it finally." It's like 10:30. "Drink water?" "No, I'll finish it now." She goes up and presumably chugs her water down. And I went in to take a deuce this afternoon, and in the bathroom trash, very important to point out, this was the bathroom garbage, standing upright, 2 mostly full bottles of water.
Oh, so premeditated.
Yeah, and so here's the thing. She said, "Hey, I drank the fucking water," and I didn't, which that's a problem. But I think I'm actually more upset about the fact that she didn't even pour the water down the sink right next to the trash to cover her tracks.
Oh my God. Like, if you can't figure out how to fake drinking a bottle of water, how are you going to live life?
I swear to God.
Isn't hydrate yourself, bitch, a meme these days? Shouldn't she be
think it
drinking
is.
her water? All the cool kids hydrate themselves.
Kid downstairs, and I must have this look of just defeat on my face. And Nicole's like, "What's wrong?" I go, I told her the story, and I'm like, I don't, like, at first I was mad, but now I really am just really disappointed. What kind of person are we raising? You can't pin together the simplest of ruses.
You should have taken those 2 full bottles of water, gone into her bedroom, uncapped them, and just poured them on her bed. And then when she's like, "Why is my bed soaking wet?" You're like, "I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I didn't find any full bottles of water in the garbage."
Stand the bottles of water back up in the trash can.
You must have had an accident from drinking all of this water.
It was real upsetting. The levels. I was so fucking like, because man, like, because and you gotta be careful how much you tell a kid that age. But like, when I was her age, oh my god, I was crafty.
Oh yeah,
I was crafty, and like, I mean, a real good liar. Like a real good liar. So like every time we catch her up with some shit, because she's gonna lie. Everyone, every time we catch her up with some shit, I'm like, hey, look, man, you've got to either quit lying to me or fucking get better at it, because this shit's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
You're letting the family down.
Oh man. Like when I was your age, I was getting your Uncle Luke to shit in a box so we could mail it to a guy and playing dumb the whole time. Oh, nonsense. What's up with you guys?
Oh shit! Not a whole.
The wife been drinking her water?
I mean, it sounds like it. I think she drank some down the wrong pipe. I could hear her coughing across the house. I had to mute myself so I could scream across the house, make sure that she was okay. The only two things that I got on my list to talk about is been playing a shitload of Fortnite. I have played with every member of the Rodriguez family on Fortnite except for Nicole, so we're gonna have to fix that at some point.
That would be so fun.
It's so
I'm
great.
trying, you guys. It'd be so great.
It's the different matchups and teams we're able to put together just depending on who's available when. This afternoon, me and Mary. No, actually, it was after she got off work. We hopped on. Just the two of us, and then we see Jax Orion logs in, and we're like, "Oh shit, Jax is here!" We team up in trios and get first place. One of the first times we played with Jax, he got the kill shot, and we got first place. It was amazing. And then tonight, it was me and Mary and Mahoney, and then Jose hopped on earlier when it was me, Mary, and Jax. And then we've been doing the Twitch Thursday and Friday nights, and Lee's on. And it's really cool, and we have a fun time. And man, we're pretty good, you guys.
We're really good. When the three of us played tonight, we just walked, like we followed the line. Like the storm circle kept forming in front of us. So we just marched across that map, decimating people.
And then we just found a mountain, stood on top of it, and said, "Come, bring it to us." And they did, and they died.
Yep.
There's nothing quite like that moment where it's two teams left, and you're going in, you got your gun drawn, and you're hearing shots, and then all of a sudden it goes, and you're like, "Oh, we did it!" So that's pretty cool.
It's the best.
Pretty cool.
So if you go check out the store at store.panelsonpages. Oh, is it merch? It's merch.panelsonpages.com. Merch.panelsonpages.com. We put up the new Popcast Battle Royale shirt up today. I'm available in a multitude of colors.
Ooh, I like the hoodie.
The
The hoodie works really well.
Yeah, right?
With that color.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice sticker.
And we're trying to get that Twitch affiliate game going. So
Yeah.
if you got a Twitch account, even if you don't watch us, fucking hit that follow button.
Even if you don't have a Twitch account, we have 14
Yeah,
followers right now. We need 50. We know 50 of you listen to the Popcast. So create a Twitch account.
50.
Create a Twitch
So many
account.
more.
Go follow us, and then we can get affiliate. That's all we ask. One of the things that we have to do to get affiliate is have an average of 3 viewers for every stream. So whenever we start a stream, we all open up the Twitch on our own phones so that we count as viewers.
Yeah, so we got that part under control.
Sure, yeah. We just need them followers, man. We only got so many email addresses. And then...
Not to
Mahoney
mention,
used his phone, he used his shower tablet, he used his TV.
Not to mention, it's a good time.
Sure
Like,
is.
If you enjoy the Popcast, you should watch us play Fortnite. Because if you think we're fun and
Mahoney.
having a good time here, you have no idea until we get a victory.
Hey, Mahoney.
Yeah, Kelly.
Why is it so funny?
I don't know. I think probably because we're a little funny.
Oh, that's probably it.
Oh my God!
Probably.
So when me and Jackson Mary played earlier. We either killed Mando or we killed the person who had the Mando backpack and the Mando gun. So it drops, and I'm trying to get Mary to get it, and Jax is like, I want that. And I said, Jax, let Mary have it. She hasn't had the Mando gun yet, so Mary gets it. And then when we're playing with Mahoney, I think it was with Mahoney, or no, it was with Jose. Me, Mary, Jax, and Jose. We kill Mando, and then Jax is like, or we're like, okay, Jax, it's your turn. Get that Mando gun. And Jax is like, all right, that's mine. And then there was a legendary assault rifle, and Jose is like, I'm going to get that. And Jax is like, nope, that's mine too.
I'm going to get that. It was my gun.
Oh.
I had it on me. I went to grab the health, but I still had the gun attached. So when I grabbed the health, I dropped my gun.
Snooze, you
like,
lose.
okay, well, I'll just do the health, and I'll pick my gun back up. And Jax is like,
yoink.
it wasn't like I
like,
called
you
the
go.
gun. That gun was mine. I
It's
had
so
it.
funny.
Yeah, you're lucky he didn't hit you with his new favorite thing, which is going, you snooze, you lose. It's not appropriate.
It was so great. The beginning of the broadcast where we were playing with Jax is him deliberating with Lee, like, Dad, let's make a compromise. Because you were trying to get him to go to the store or something, and then we're telling him over the headset, like, Jax, just tell him we're going to do one run, we're going to broadcast on Twitch, and then you could go do your thing. And Jax is like, they said we got to do another run, so let's compromise, Dad. He's so great. I love that kid. He's a very rad dude.
He's a fucking animal's what he is. He's a savage.
Classic.
Goddamn savage.
The first time we played with him, because he just sneaks in. He's like, hey, I'm here. I'm in your party now. And we're like, all right, let's roll. And
Dude, he will log on specifically looking for you guys.
fuck yeah. And he's got that gladiator guy, and he says, look at me, guys, I'm naked. And I thought he was talking about in real life, because that kid hates wearing a shirt. And then Nicole sends us the picture of him shirtless in his Mario underoos. It's like, hell yeah.
That's a way to live
Living his
life.
best life. Yep.
That's great. Oh yeah, we play with Zoe too late nights when we stream. It's real cool. I wish we
And
could...
every once in a while, she participates and is an active member of the squad.
Zoe likes to play squads with us so she can go off as a one-woman wrecking crew.
Mhm. Yeah, she builds like the people that Jose hates that build.
Builders.
I learned how to build stairs, so there's that.
That's good.
I'm not super
Everybody
fast at
needs
it.
stairs.
I just want to shoot.
And then the other thing besides Twitch and Fortnite is Wandavision, man. I've been very excited to talk Wandavision with y'all.
It's a good show.
One of
it's
Kelly's
so rad.
favorite MCU shows.
Yeah.
It's real good.
I mean, I'm afraid the quality is going to drop after the next episode when it stops being a 50s sitcom.
See,
And
I
then
don't know that it's going to stop being a 50s. Well, I think once it stops being a 50s sitcom, it's going to be a 60s sitcom.
Right,
and then a
right,
70s
right.
sitcom,
And
and
then
80s
80s,
sitcom.
yeah.
So, like,
I'm pretty sure it's a sitcom right up until the final episode when it's like, okay, now it's an actual episode of whatever is really happening.
I've seen people that don't like it because of the format, and I can understand
they're
that.
wrong.
I can
They're wrong.
I can
They're bad
understand
takes.
it,
They're wrong.
but you're still wrong. Because the format is so pitch perfect. They do it so well. The animated intro for the quote unquote Bewitched episode, so
Yeah.
good.
Vision getting his works all gummed up, hilarious.
Yeah, the little animation showing the gum going into his gears.
Tremendous.
And Elizabeth Olsen looks fantastic in whatever outfit they put her in. A+.
Big fan.
Multiple
She's great.
swims. But she's also got that look of
yeah.
like an
She
old
is great.
50s
right in.
sitcom wife.
But so does Paul Bettany, like in his crazy, his laced up super high pants suits and shit like that. He looks great.
Mhm.
Like it all
Yeah.
looks great. That's fucking wonderful. That's so good. Yeah, so I'm thinking, I mean, she's in a sword facility, but I don't think she's doing any of this. I don't know. I think someone's doing it to her.
Like, I don't get why. Like,
Or maybe they think someone's doing it to her, and she is doing it to herself.
Yeah, see,
Or, like,
that's what I'm expecting, because that voice keeps coming through, being like, "Tell us who's doing this to you," and I'm fully expecting her to be
they
like,
want to rescue her, but yeah,
like, no one is doing this to me. Leave me alone.
right.
Yeah, because some of the stuff feels like a dream where, they're like, so, you married? When did you get married? When did you move here? And she's like, yes, married. Yes. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Vision's gone, right? So this is like her only way of having him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
So.
Oh yeah, he is gone, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So here's my theory. And this is just based on the commercials. And then Kristen had a much better theory based on the commercials. So the first one is it's a Stark toaster commercial. And then the second one is a Strucker watch commercial. And it has the Hydra logo in it. So my theory is because Strucker and Hydra were doing the experiments on the twins with the Mind Stone, they still somehow have access to her, and that's what she's seeing. That's who's doing this to her. And then the opposite side of the coin is Stark/Sword. When they uploaded the Mind Stone to the Stark computers or whatever, they still have access to that technology or that like, that brain. Even though Jarvis essentially was put into Vision, I still feel like it's probably there somewhere in the works. So they're accessing Vision/Jarvis to try and kind of subvert, stop the hack of her mind somehow. So that's my thought. But then Kristen had the theory.
Speaking of those little, sorry, go ahead.
Kristen had the theory that the commercials represent all of Wanda's traumas because the Stark toaster is the bomb that never exploded that fucked up their house, and then Strucker was the experimentations. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sure.
My whole
next
thing is, like, I don't get why Sword. Like, they deal with aliens. Like, why?
See,
There's
I'm
no
betting
shield.
that they don't. I'm betting that in the MCU they deal with other universes.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
Yeah, because
They deal with whatever Shield used to.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we think is the bee guy the Swarm? Is he a Nazi bee man?
That was my first thought because of the bees, but it might be something else.
I mean, if with the couple that with Strucker, and it's like, all right, two Nazis.
That was a very House of M moment where she's just like, no.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
And
no.
That's what leads me to think that she's doing it to herself.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Well, like that scene at the dinner table with the boss, when he's just getting increasingly mad, and then all of a sudden she's looking at him, and then he's choking, and then she's kind of like, "Okay, Vision, save him," and then but like that whole thing felt like it was under her control.
Yeah,
like subconsciously.
I feel like that scene happened in the real world. Like the boss and the wife, Deborah Jo Rupp, who played the mom on That 70s Show, are either doctors or scientists or whatever, and I'm imagining they're in a room and they're talking to her, like giving her treatment, and Wanda's fucking up the boss, and then Deborah Jo Rupp's on the other side going, stop it, stop choking him to death. And that's why we saw it in the sitcom format.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
Could be.
But you know what, though? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's fucking great. It's so good.
Totally. Totally agree.
It's different than
Just
anything
like
that they've ever done, and something that you could probably only do with something like a Disney Plus show, but it's great. It's opening up so many possibilities.
Wait
And
until
just really
next
reminding me again how
episode
starved we are of MCU content. It's been so fucking long.
What were you saying, Jose?
I'm saying next episode they're just watching an episode of Mando.
It's real goddamn good. It's great.
Yeah, but there was a moment after I finished it where I was just like, wait, do I like this or do I really just like I Love Lucy and Dick Van Dyke? I was like, no, I think I like this.
Well, we'll see how you feel about All in the Family and
Yeah.
whatever else is coming up.
The one where
They do
they're
have
in the
So Vision gets real racist.
Yeah.
the one where they're in the Vision and Scarlet Witch costumes looks like it's the 90s version and it's like a party of 5 or something like that.
Well, see, I was thinking the 80s version, and so it's like the Wonder Years.
Okay, that too.
Yeah. I hope in the 90s version, the Vision just makes Tim Allen noises the whole time.
Vision's out in the backyard talking to somebody over the fence.
It's Magneto.
Yeah, exactly.
You only see his eyes in the top of the helmet.
No, it's Samuel Jackson's like forehead up.
You know what this show needs? It needs Master Pandemonium.
Yeah, I
needs
agree.
Baby hands.
I agree. I fully expect somebody in here to be Master Pandemonium. I was like, I gotta look up his real name because I certainly don't remember it. But I bet one of these dozens of characters is probably him.
Right, and
Yeah,
it's the
I
same.
really want him to just show up with Wanda's fake babies for hands. That's
the-
all I want.
It's the same basic cast for each episode, so it's like a Wizard of Oz type shit going on. So each of these people is gonna be somebody.
Right.
Yep.
Like the leader of the neighborhood committee, the Save the Children talent show. Like she's gonna be like a
children.
yeah, she's gonna be like a main villain, I assume.
Yeah, that's got to be something. The Save the Children, or For the Children. Like
For the
that's got to
Children.
be from something.
Very cultish.
Yeah.
Master Pandemonium's real name is Martin Preston
Okay.
from Rutland, Vermont.
That's real specific.
Right?
Look at Vermont getting on the board.
Do we have Vermont?
What's going on today?
Well, from the WandaVision, me and No Names went on our own little Marvel. So we did the WandaVision Saturday morning, and then from there popped on Infinity War, which is the shit. I like that one the most out of the two. I think there's a lot of cool fighting. It's more of a Captain America movie.
Sure.
Pretty goddamn good. And then we watched the second part, in game, and then we watched Ant-Man 1 because she hadn't seen it. We watched Guardians of the Galaxy 1. We watched Ant-Man 2, and that was it. We were done after that.
Ant-Man 2 Electric Bugaloo.
Fuck yeah. But goddamn, very emotional day watching those Avengers game movies back to back because a lot of people die.
No. Do they?
I'll still never forget when I went to see Ant-Man and the Wasp and they did the post-credits scene and a dude in the theater stood up and was just, "What? No!" Like, somehow he just didn't go see Infinity War and was just blown away by that post-credits
He's
scene.
like, no, I am just in this for the Ant-Man movies. I'm a
He's
Paul
like,
Rudd
I
fan.
just love Paul Rudd.
Big Michael Douglas guy. What else you been doing, Jose?
Doing a little crafting.
A
making
little.
some walls.
Just
Make-
a touch, a small sampling of crafting.
Just a small sample. We picked up that Doomsday Batman,
Yeah.
and that inspired me for a nice little concrete photo shoot. So kind of getting some debris ready, getting some walls ready, playing around with making a pillar where it looks like the rebar is hanging out. So that was pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Fucking magnets, man. How do they work?
Yeah, working on some pillars and walls that stand on their own, magnets, but then you can like destroy them. Put it back
So
together.
fucking cool.
And then
I gotta say, that is a really cool effect, how you have that. And I love how it harkens back to your Lincoln Log days.
fuck you. Fucking love it. So I guess I realized today this is what my midlife crisis looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people turn 40 and buy a sports car. Some people do other wild things. I have turned into a diorama maker.
Hey, man, you could do worse.
Could be worse. Fuck yeah, it could be worse. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see what this fucking year holds. But it's pretty cool. Fucked around with wood grain for the first time, and I think those came out pretty good.
Absolutely.
I got them all with the base coat. Now I gotta hit them one more time with the base coat because underneath it's pink foam. So you gotta put that one slather on to get it nice and sticky. You can take the paint and then hit it again so you don't see that pink underneath. It ain't a steak. You don't want to see no pink.
We're all pink on the inside, I've heard. I am very interested. We're supposed to do a photo shoot this week, and I'm very interested to see how Jose's space has changed since New Year's Eve when I was last over there.
It's gotten more organized. I
Oh.
was able to I gutted the closet out and restarted. I moved some things, got some more Tupperware, so I was able to pack things better. I got a whole area. I still got like Casey Jones and like all that shit. Super Strider, Casey Jones, Raph, Toka, and Raz are still in the box.
Oh, sounds familiar.
Because I can't open them because where the fuck am I going to put them? So
Right.
Yep.
I'm going to leave those in the box until I'm ready to do a shoot with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm opening toys right the fuck now. 'Cause I can't help it.
Lee's like, I don't understand this not opening a toy shit.
But got some plans. Gonna start sharing some of these builds and the progress and all of that, getting that all figured out and under control.
Yeah, he keeps
But-
showing us really cool stuff, and every day it's something new, but he has not shown us any finished products yet, so I just worry a little bit.
I've picked up on that same thing, and I'm like, all right, let's,
Well, the most
lots
yeah, but
of ideas. Let's finish a couple.
The majority of that one was just proof of concepts,
Okay.
and then the next build is like some of like that
This
version.
motherfucker made a bat cave with a drawbridge to reveal the suit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it was 9 years ago because he showed us like 1,000 other cool things since then.
Well, yeah, but now I know I can make it. I can make the Batman, but I got to redo it. I have to do it thicker. So number one, I have to go buy thicker foam. So I'm also limiting myself. I'm still working off the first two pieces of foam I bought.
No shit.
So I'm gonna need the thicker foam when I redo the Batcave. So I'm just trying to do a whole run of practicing, get my techniques down, make sure I can do it, get a proof of concept. I got the Batcave, got the John Wick, the one that looks like some wall punch man, got punched through the wall. Which that whole thing evolved. So now instead of making like a bunch of different ones, I'm just going to do one base, magnets, reversible walls, and you can just insert whatever structure you want. Well, not so much you want, but the ones that are there.
Late, you promised.
Have you seen that shit where they do like the grass texture?
Yeah, flocking.
Okay,
Call it
that's what it
flocking.
is. How does that even work?
Well, it depends. You either make your own or they have flock that you can buy.
And what do you
then
like?
just
Spray it?
they kind of got both. They got a spray, and then they got it's almost like glitter. Just imagine like glitter in a
Yeah, so you put down a
container.
layer of adhesive or something and
That
you
makes
sprinkle it
sense.
on.
That makes sense.
My stepdad did some of that for some like Warhammer models and shit like that. He got pretty good at that for a minute.
He's all about that, or was. I remember
Maybe
going
now.
over to your mom's
Hard to
house
say.
one time and he was painting Warhammer figures.
That's all he did for years.
You're somebody's stepdad now, Jose.
Nice.
Just like
So-
Juan that one time.
Don't worry. Oh god. Some finished stuff coming up. But a lot of this will play into each other.
For sure.
Mhm.
It's all one gigantic come back around build.
Still looking for that Krang android body. Still haven't seen that in stores, but every time I go back to my Target, they still have Splinter and Baxter's left over.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Splinter
What's going on, Kelly?
Not much. Before we get into my week, I wanted to ask you, how are you enjoying Yakuza? You're muted. You're probably doing something else because you
I
threw
was
it
just
me.
cramming this plastic back into a box, and I didn't want to make a whole bunch of crazy crackly sounds.
Oh,
That's
nice.
fair.
Light person on the show. That way you didn't hear all this. Yeah, that wouldn't have been very nice. So
No,
yeah, that's why I
that's not
muted.
good audio right there. All right.
But no, yeah, I did start the Yakuza like a dragon sometime last week. You know, it's pretty fucking fun. Like I greatly enjoy the RPG style of it, and it took me a minute. I just got to the part where you can give them jobs like yesterday,
Okay.
but I couldn't quite figure out what the fucking point was, and then I realized, oh, that's just like RPG classes.
Yeah.
So that's all that is. Okay, all right. So that's why he's a musician. That's a support. Okay. Oh, I got this now. Now I know what this means. Yeah. So, yeah. I enjoy it quite a lot. It's fun. It's they ran me through a quick tutorial on like how to manage the confectionery business there. I'm like, fuck, this is complicated.
Yeah, I never actually finished that. I need to go back and do that one of these days.
Just man, it's real tough to get money.
Yeah,
All the
there's a
weapons are
point
real expensive.
where there's a point in those games always where early on and probably like to the midpoint of the game, you're struggling to get cash, and then there's something happens, and suddenly you're just like, I have so much money, I can buy whatever I want now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because
Yeah.
you know, I bought that big Hitachi vibrator and it was real expensive.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
your
bet.
weapon. You kill people with that thing, right?
Yeah. And Nicole walked in, she was like, "Is that a big ass vibrator?" I go, yeah, it is. And then Jackson's like, "What's that?" I go, "It's a club."
And Nicole's like, I want to
Just a
play
club.
Yakuza.
It's a massager.
Yeah.
Because later on, the lady that you know from the confectionery business, she can join your team, and one of her abilities is to heal herself, and she uses the vibrator as a massager on her neck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's for two things:
Yep.
whipping ass and fixing necks,
Yep.
for sure.
Well,
Yeah, that's
good. I'm
pretty rad.
glad
It's a
you're
good time.
enjoying it.
It is.
Whipping
I got
ass and
this-
fixing
There's
ass.
this fucking 2 million yen Kappa quest. I'm like, I'm probably not gonna do this. This feels like a real pain in the ass.
So there's one Kappa in there where there's a weird bug with it, where I don't know if they've patched it by now, but back when I was trying to do it, where your camera wouldn't trigger to do the
Oh,
to
ain't that
take
about
a
a bitch?
picture of it. So I just said, fuck it, I'm not doing this. One of these days I'll go back and see if they patched that or not. But yeah, that I was like, okay, cool. So I just can't finish this one.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I don't
kind of figured there'd
feel-
be a point where they're gonna start throwing money at me at some point. So I'll
Yeah.
be good when that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, over time, you all of a sudden they'll just be like, oh, hey, here's the point where the money just shows up. And every now and then you might run across like I got lucky once in a random battle, and they just, for whatever reason, this dude I beat up just rained money down upon me and like leveled up all my guys like 5 levels.
Holy shit! All
I
right.
mean, it was like just a like he wasn't hard to beat. It was just a weird, like he was a rare thing to. Have you gotten to the Sujimon stuff yet?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, he was a rare one of those.
Kelly,
So, you just play Pokemon with homeless people.
Kelly, you're basically explaining every run of Fortnite that we've done.
I really do think Kelly would enjoy Fortnite with us if he would give it a shot.
I don't think I would
Kelly,
like Fortnite.
learn how to build.
You can be our
That's all you
builder.
gotta do. Just come in.
You
and
be the
build
designated
greatest-
builder.
That sounds terrible.
Well, not if you're good.
Nah, I it's gotten to the point to where like Jax is busting my balls about you got to get more battle pass stuff. I'm like I don't want to play with myself. It's nowhere near as fun. It's nowhere near as fun. I never really liked it by myself. It's way better when you can squad up and shoot a bunch of children.
Yeah. But yeah, so recently I've pretty much just been messing around with video games. I was playing Smash a little bit, trying to finish out the spirits. I'm still like 100 away from doing that. And then I started a new Japan shit game called 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. And it is a visual novel.
Almost got that the other day.
Dude, it rocks. I had not heard of it until like not even a month ago. And it's fucking awesome. Like the story's really cool. I enjoy the real-time strategy mech battles that you have to do too. That's cool. It's nice because you can do like a casual difficulty, so it feels like I'm really good at that. When really it's just barely doing anything, and I'm just wrecking people. So that's cool. But the story's really good. The graphics are incredible. All of it is hand painted. And so it's just kind of a more traditional animation style. And again, it's a visual novel. So if you don't want to play a book, this is not a game for you. But I enjoy playing books.
Yeah, it just came up in some like something on my Google feed. It's like one of the best games of 2020 or whatever, and nobody knows about it. I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked it up, and it looks really rad.
It's real cool. So basically you're playing as one of 13 main characters. And you can select them and go through each of their stories. All of it's told pretty much non-linearly, and that plays into it with a lot of time travel shit. And you can bounce from character to character, and it requires you to at times because you'll get to a certain point in a character's story, and it'll be like, hey, you can't play through the story anymore until you clear however much percentage of another character's story.
Sure.
And then also it'll be like, hey, you need to go do the mech battles too. But yeah, it's cool. The kids are getting into giant robots and fighting other giant monsters. That's really all you need to know.
That's what the kids.
Yeah, that does sound like a thing I'm into.
Yeah, it's some real anime bullshit, and it's pretty great. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Over the weekend, like I started it on Saturday. I put like 2 hours in, and I was like, all right, cool. Sunday, 7 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah. I just kind of sat there and watched my book.
Fucking A. What's up, Mahoney?
Lee, I have some amazing news for you.
Okay.
It was a mere 45 seconds ago that I said, I didn't find any talks for the week.
You've been
So,
busy.
hey, good news.
You've been busy lately, Mahoney.
I've been very busy lately.
I didn't.
So
you're
no
serious?
talks this week. I'm serious. It's not even a joke.
Did you ever find your eyes?
I did. So, and then I was like, I didn't really do anything this week. What am I going to tell everybody about? And then I was like, oh, yes, I did. I impulse bought myself LASIK, where I went to the eye doctor to be like, hey, can I stop wearing glasses? And the guy was like, we could do surgery like in, I don't know, a week. You want to do that? And I was like, you betcha. Burn my eyes with lasers and get these glasses off of my face. And so yeah, now I don't wear glasses anymore.
I love the story where I don't know if it was Katie or Will was like, I wonder what he's gonna look like without glasses, and Mahoney was like, oh yeah, check this out. Takes glasses off.
Yeah, that was Katie. She's 8 years old. She goes, I can't wait to see what you look like without glasses. And I'm like standing at the stove cooking or something. And I just turn around and go, hey, good news, and take them off.
And she went,
And she goes, stranger danger.
That's like when I was a little kid, my dad had longer hair and then he cut it. And when he came into the house, I cried because I thought he was a stranger.
Same when my dad shaved his mustache. Like, I screamed.
Yeah.
They were really skeptical, both of them, about how it was going to go with me not having glasses anymore. And both of them on at least one occasion were like, I don't want you to do it. And I was like, that's fine. You don't have, there's no part of this where you have a say. So that's duly noted. Your objection has been put on the record.
They're like, okay, you can get the LASIK, but we want you to wear glasses, but with no frames, like Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly. But neither one of them even like said anything. Like Will has yet to comment. I feel like in a month he's gonna be like, "Where are your glasses?"
Nice face.
Yeah, that
nerd.
checks out.
They
checks out.
think that you can't see what they're doing, so they're trying to get away with shit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the whole process was not wonderful, but the recovery was super fast, like hours. So
That's crazy.
If you can't stand your glasses and you don't want to wear them anymore, you should talk to your eye doctor about it because you might be a good candidate for LASIK.
I love my glasses.
Was it worse than my vasectomy? You bet.
Oh.
But did I recover from it much, much faster? Yes.
Oh.
So.
What'd they do to your balls then?
The vasectomy wasn't too
burn 'em
bad.
with
How big
lasers.
can your ball see?
Did you
Oh man, now
smell?
with your glasses, you can put your glasses on your dick and you pretend your dick's a big nose.
Don't think he hasn't.
Yeah. I don't do that anymore, Kelly, because I don't have the like I didn't keep them
Yeah.
back
Well,
in the day.
you did keep your original eyes, so you can send those to me, right?
Yes. They're in
Cool.
the mail.
Good.
And then we could say Kelly has Mahoney's eyes.
Yep. They're gonna sit on my dresser next to my envelope with my wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
So, Impulse bought LASIK. How much did this run you, if that's not a rude question to ask?
No, it's not a rude question to ask. So
I thought you were gonna be like, it's a very rude question. On to the next subject.
I don't know what different insurance companies will do, so I'm sure that my cost is not the same for everybody, and I have no idea, like, in different parts of the country, if it costs the same everywhere. So I make no guarantee that my cost will be whatever it would cost any of you anywhere else. But none of my stuff was covered. It was $2,200 an eye.
An
So
eye?
$400 total.
I don't know, Doc. I only got enough for one eye.
Well, there was all this stuff in there about like the risk of doing one eye at a time and why it makes more sense to do them both at the same time and all. And I was like, man, why would you? Oh, yeah, because of the fucked up way that we do any sort of healthcare like this, where it's like, sorry, I can only afford to fix one of my eyes, so maybe fix my right eye, and then in a couple months I can fix my left eye, hopefully.
You like for the cost to do both of your eyes, you could cut off 2 cats' dicks, turn him into a girl.
Oh my god.
How's Rocket
I
doing?
mean, Lee, for like $0, I could do that if I could just find the cats.
I've been telling people about that, and just everyone is just befuddled.
It's one of the craziest things.
But you know, I was thinking about it, because how your vet said like, "Oh, no one's taking us up on that." I was like, "Wait a minute, Tennessee."
Right.
They're like, "We don't want no gay cat."
That's
Well,
what
I
I
think
said
that's
on the show.
Well, that and
I
like,
hate
you know,
that
it's not exactly I don't know, an overly affluent area. So I think like, you know, I did know a guy once who, when his dog, because a lot of people don't also chain their dogs up. So
Oh no,
his
did
dog,
he old yeller his dog?
no, his dog got pregnant, had 4 puppies.
Oh no!
I was in
Did
middle
he put-
school.
Did he
and,
put him in a sack and throw him in the river?
yeah, that's literally what this fucking dude did.
Jesus
Christ!
Literally.
Why are we talking about him?
Someone message Kristen and tell her to skip about 118 into this podcast and not listen to it.
It fucked him up. It was crazy. Like, it was nuts. So,
Yeah,
point
it
is-
should fuck him up. He's the
Yeah,
one
it
that
was crazy.
tossed
It was-
a sack of puppies in the fucking
it was
river.
absolutely fucking nuts. Point being, not the softest gloves with regards to, common animals around here. Now, livestock, it's a different story. You gotta take good care of cows and horses and shit. But
Well, yeah, the horses have to dance.
and not that I would ever suggest throwing a bag of puppies into a river, but like this cat was literally found on the side of the street.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's where all the good ones are.
Yeah, this cat was found on the side of the street riddled with parasites, and
Yeah.
Nicole was like, well, we better save this cat.
I named
That's
him.
that's where you get cats. Like, you get dogs from a breeder that have worked with this lineage of dogs for the past 20 years. Cats, you just find one eating garbage
Yeah,
somewhere.
I named him Garbage because he
Yeah.
eats garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
yeah. That's just
And 3
that's
years
how
later,
cats
we had
work.
to, pay $2,000 to have his wiener cut off.
Yeah. So his
Yeah,
no,
what's
no.
he doing? He
No,
doing
no.
okay?
Not
He's
cut
doing
off.
great. We had his Monday. We had his post-op follow-up with the vet, and he's doing well. We had to get him a new cone of shame because the other one was just short enough that he could kind of finagle and lick his new puss. And we got to keep that. So he can't do that anymore. But it looks really good, and he's peeing and he's pooping and everything's cool. So the cone comes off this weekend. So
Nice.
and we've had him in this like a big dog crate.
Yeah.
That way he can kind of be out and not be locked up somewhere. And the entire time he's been out, the other cat has been just fucking with him. He'll just walk up to the cage and be like, you're just talking shit through the cage. And I'm like, dude, he's gonna fuck you up when he gets out of there. like, you better watch yourself, you asshole. So,
Oh,
the
another
cat was
animal update. So the snow was starting to melt and the possum was reemerging.
Oh my god.
And so I saw him this morning, and he definitely didn't look like he was sleeping peacefully like he did before. So I'm pretty sure like a dog that was on a walk grabbed him or something.
Oh no.
And then as I was leaving this morning, there were seagulls and crows circling the street.
Oh god, that fuck possums.
So you're nowhere near the woods, but you still have seagulls? You're by water?
No, dude, seagulls just need a parking lot.
Yeah, seagulls don't give a fuck.
Well, and I kind of live near the lake.
Everywhere up there is near the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah, I
lives
mean,
near a lake.
seagulls just hang out in the Walmart
Why do you
parking
have
lot.
so much wildlife? Why are you surrounded by squirrels and possums and birds if there's no forest?
It's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's
My
why
dad was
there's no
telling me
forest,
yesterday
bro.
he was driving.
Where do the squirrels live? Is this why they're
Trees?
always trying to get inside your house?
Yeah, they live in the
There's no
trees
trees.
and then try and get in our house. Our next door neighbor, they're dead, and so
Your
it's
next door
just like-
neighbor's dead?
yeah, well, it's
In the
it's
street?
the no. So it's the other
Snow is
neighbor.
melting, so he's emerging again.
So there's our neighbor, and then there's their neighbor. That's like that. The dead one was the guy's mom, and so this is just like an empty house now. So every now and then I'll look, and I'll just see the bunnies just bounce into the house, and I'm like, all right, you guys got a hole down there, but I don't fucking know. So there's rabbits and who knows fucking what else living either under or inside that house. And then the squirrels live in the trees. Did I ever tell you guys about the squirrel war outside of my house?
I mean, your stories of your squirrels have been.
Where there was like two rival gangs of squirrels and they were screaming at each other and fighting in the trees, and like they were grabbing each other and wrestling and falling out of the tree like a good 25-30 feet
Oh my god.
and
Love
just
it.
smacking into the ground and then getting up and fighting more. Like, it was insane. Like, there was at least 12 squirrels just having a war in my front lawn.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, my dad was telling me yesterday he was driving pretty close to our house, and he sees, he's like, oh man, look at those big old dogs. I was like, oh wait, there's no people with them. Are they loose? And he's like, oh no, those are just deer. just deer walking down, just two of them walking down the sidewalk like they're dogs.
Your dad thought deer were dogs.
Yeah.
He hasn't had LASIK yet.
I'm a man who doesn't know what a dog looks like. But I'm not going to confuse a dog with a deer.
I'm sure you
You
could.
never know. But have you ever seen them just walking down the sidewalk? Like they're people?
Yeah.
Deer don't use sidewalks. What are you doing there, deer? That's not where you belong.
Trying to drop that Christmas weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a family of deer almost
trying to
every
get a
day.
medal.
Yeah, there's a family of deer that I pass almost every day on the way to drop Jax at school. It's a lot of deer. Lots of deer around here. But also, like, I could get to the woods pretty quick.
Every time you see those deer now, you're going to be like, check it out, dogs.
See,
Jax would be like, no, dumbass, those are deer.
see, Kelly
Only
keeps
on rare
talking.
occasions I'll see bats.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, I can see bats.
They like to climb on the trees every now and then.
Sometimes
like,
you're
"What's that
outside at
weird
like
bird?"
dusk, and people are like, the birds are really going crazy right now. And it's like, those are bats. Those are not birds. The
I
birds
remember
are
one day I was in middle school and I was taking the trash out to the side of the road for pick up the next day. Just dragging the big ass sounds in the tree because I disrupted them. Like, oh god, I have to get inside now. It was so intense. It was the craziest noise. It was fucking crazy. Fuck the outside is the moral of all of these stories.
Yeah.
It's all bad news.
Well,
Oof.
All right, nice. Hit the talk sounder. We got it.
Tick-tock, motherfucker!
Are you shitting me?
no, we're not gonna watch any TikToks. We're just gonna watch my top 6 Cartnarks videos.
I spent far too long today. This is probably why we don't have any talks. I spent far too long today being like, okay, it's cat narcs, and it's all pictures of cats ratting out other cats for doing other things. It was like, I need a Twitter account, maybe I need an Instagram. And I was like, I don't have the time for any of this.
It would never work though because all cats are pieces of shit. It would never narc on another piece of shit cat.
I know, but
Like,
that's
they're
why
all
I'd be
kinda
able to
assholes.
find. That's why I'd be able to find lots of content.
Mm-hmm. Cat
I
narcs
think
are.
that's what my problem is with the card narcs because Knives made it a point to, I think it was the Discord, to be like, he's something to the effect of, motherfucker, you thrive on conflict.
Yeah,
Which is
you took a
necessarily
grown
the case.
man's phone from him.
I did. But one, that was a long time ago. I don't know that I would do that today. I don't know that I would. But also, the difference is, and the thing that bugs me most about the cart narc guy, is that, like, sometimes trouble finds you and you have to react accordingly.
Sure.
It's very different when you go out looking for trouble. And this asshole is looking for trouble. And that's what pisses me off about it. That's what I don't like about it.
And then my response to that is, it's the people that don't put their carts away that are looking for trouble. I tell you what, every time I go to Target these days, I'm watching and I'm waiting.
No.
I did just today on the way back from the store. I was walking out and I saw a cart hanging out kind of middle where it didn't belong. And I said, oh, look at this fucking lazy bones. Real fucking lazy bones over here. No, I didn't see the person, just the evidence that he left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you had, I'd have been like,
cart
wee
back,
you,
and
wee
you
you,
can't-
and he would have shot me in the fucking chest.
If you don't put your cart back, then you can't try to get it into the cart corral from as far away as possible. And then why are you even at the store?
Nuts. What do we got for classic this week, Nice?
All right. So because we're talking about WandaVision and our topic this week is in relation to WandaVision, I wanted to see if I could go back and find us talking about the post-credit scene from Winter Soldier where they introduced Wanda and Pietro. And that's one of those podcast episodes that is just lost to time. So I had to improvise. And I don't know.
So you recreated it?
Here's Nyes doing all the parts of all of us.
I don't know. No, I had to go a different direction. I don't know how I found this one. But I did. So from April 2019, this is from Popcast 464. This is a long one. It's about 11 minutes long, so you'll be able to stretch your legs, get something to drink, use the bathroom. And all I'm going to tell you about this, I titled this Popcast Classic, Fun with Cum.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
All right, well, enjoy this, question mark? Back in the day.
Enjoy the refreshing taste of an ice-cold Popcast Classic.
Oh, shit. The new Super Smash Brothers update comes tomorrow.
It sure does, Kelly.
Holy fuck. Lee, why didn't you tell me?
I thought you would know. If anyone would know, it'd be you.
They only announced it 2 hours ago.
Yeah, you got Twitter. I'm sorry.
My phone was charging.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry.
Lee, if I had known, I would have mentioned this already.
I'm very sorry. What happened again, Kelly? I'm sorry.
Hell yeah. All this Persona shit looks awesome.
Very sorry.
Oh shit, there's new amiibos coming on July 26th?
Oh, man.
Fuck yeah. I got 3 new ones the other day.
Love when there's new shit to come on.
Oh, speaking of...
No. Why? Speaking of
that picture, was it in the Popcast thread that you shared that, Kelly?
Oh yeah, the one I sent to you guys from Facebook.
Yeah, set that up.
Oh, so there's a dude. So one of the memes pages I follow is like weird 3D memes, and it was a meme of it was like a picture of a jar, and inside the jar was a My Little Pony, and like up to the pony's knees was just some liquid that almost looked
brown viscous liquid.
Yeah,
looked as though it was almost a creme brulee.
Yeah.
Don't ruin creme brulee for me, please.
It's not a creme brulee, though. It's just...
It's not. Jose, it's not creme brulee. It's cum.
I know it's not, but don't make me think of this when I eat creme brulee.
Well,
I love creme brulee.
No, stop doing it. Stop talking
You're
about
the
it.
one making it worse.
You're making it worse.
Hang on, let me find the exact message that the guy posted, because
It's
I don't want to get what the man said
it's
wrong.
almost like a khaki color, whatever this viscous liquid is.
Oh, I like khakis too.
All right, just imagine that your legs are covered in semen.
So yeah, basically, this guy was...
Okay, I found the post. It's loading.
Okay. Loading.
Right. The post says, I come before you today to reveal a horrible accident to the Pony Cum Jar Project. The place where I was hiding my cum jar was actually on top of a kind of radiator that was connected to our furnace. Basically, the Rainbow Dash figure has been boiled in cum. It's brown now.
Ugh.
It's
And there is a lot to unpack in every bit of that.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
And this was originally posted, what, on Reddit?
Yeah, I think so.
So some fucking Reddit weirdo was like, you guys, I have an amazing idea for a project. I'm going to keep you abreast of updates. And then it went, and then from there, it went wrong.
Yeah.
The project was a failure.
Right.
Well, and then I asked you guys, have you ever seen the Reddit post about the guy's cum box?
Oh, did you?
I thought that was it.
I think I missed that
No.
part.
That was an entirely different post.
I thought that was, oh god.
No, that was a different guy. So the Reddit thread was like an Ask Reddit thing, and it said, throwaway time, what's your secret that could literally ruin your life if it came out? And like the first thing is a guy just talking about a cum box, and someone goes, elaborate on this cum box, please.
Yes, please.
And he goes, well, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a shoebox, or at least it once was. And whenever I masturbate, I come into it. I have had it for 2 or 3 years now, so it has a fair amount of cum. It smells atrocious, and I tried to burn it once. When I lit it on fire, it was too damp due to the cum that it simply sizzled and didn't manage to actually light up.
Oh my god. And then, so what did you do?
Cum smells awful, so I had to spray it with the deodorant body spray just to get rid of the old smell of the burnt cum away.
No.
It also has some drenched papers stuck to it. That's pretty much it.
What?
And then it says, because people are asking, and then he links to a picture of it.
No!
Edit 2. A lot of people are asking me why. Well, I'm apparently a rather disturbed individual, but it kind of just happened. Bought new shoes and needed some place to come, used the box. It just escalated from there, kept using it each time telling myself I would throw it out soon. Never did. 2 or 3 years later, I still have it. It wasn't planned or anything, it just happened.
Well, I mean, at least he's
Edit
doing something
4.
productive instead of shooting up a movie theater, so there's that.
Edit 4. I often get PM'd about updates or current status of the box, generally a few a week, so I might as well update this post if anyone even gets linked here anymore. Current status. I have created life. Mold has begun to grow in the box and taken over a fair amount.
I'm having a real hard time with this, you guys.
Smells a bit worse, mainly due to the damper apartment, so it does not dry as fast.
Why is his apartment damper?
Hence the reason why the mold has begun.
He moved and took it with him.
He links to a new picture. I will never be rid of my need for it. I hate and love the box just as I hate and love myself.
Oh, man. But you know what? You know what? I bet that guy's got a job. I'll bet that creepy motherfucker is gainfully employed and is clearly mentally ill.
Oh, and then if you scroll down, someone said there's a 4chaner user who posts pictures of gallon bottles he fills with cum every year.
What the fuck is wrong with people, you guys? Like, remember when jerking it was just enough?
Jose, do you want me to send you a picture of the cum box?
I think I saw it.
Do you want the one with or without mold?
Or the one that doesn't look like creme brulee?
Think about the mold though. Like that's like an interesting concept. Do
you want to see the mold knives?
What if the mold?
No, I really don't.
What if the mold bonded to the semen and created new life somehow?
At what point does it? Like,
Jesus Christ, it's gross. Lee, you gotta look at this picture.
I don't want to look at that picture.
Lee, you gotta look at this picture.
God fucking damn it.
Hang on. Hang on.
Oh, those new amiibos are cute.
They really are.
Look at the jeans on Ash.
Just said that right before they.
All right, Lee, you gotta look at this
God
picture.
damn it. That is one of the worst things I've ever. Did you know I was stabbed once? I got stabbed one time. This is more upsetting than the time I got stabbed. Like, holy shit.
Oh, interesting.
No, not interesting. Jesus.
Huh.
Cannot believe we got demonetized.
Demonetize that,
Fucking-
you Google ass motherfuckers.
Fucking baffling.
You Google ass bitch. This is just the internet, though.
Yeah.
What?
See, I was expecting
What's
more.
wrong with people?
I was
Tell me
expecting
the box.
more volume in this for some reason. It's
I think
mostly
for 3 years, you'd kind of assume so.
it's mostly mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's at some point it survived a fire.
That's true. He did. Yeah, he did try and. You can see like the ash, or like the burnt parts.
That's fucked up, you guys.
This is some shit that they would find in a house on Hoarders,
Yeah.
and they would have to tell the story.
Oh, it just kept all my cum in the box because I didn't want to give it to anybody.
That's right. Somebody might need this.
Whoa, that is real upsetting.
That's fantastic.
That is real upsetting.
But I would say because that just looks like trash.
Really? You think so?
I feel like
Not really checking any boxes on your keepsake checklist?
I feel like the My Little Pony in the jar is more disgusting
Yeah.
because of the volume and that it got boiled.
It's all
Yeah.
bad.
No, it's all bad. But just like as something like I would have
I have a
nightmares.
real hard time talking about Goofy trying to ski. After this fucking nightmare, we just
Well, hold on. How long do you think that Goofy would keep his comebacks? Gosh, I just couldn't bring myself to throw it away. I didn't plan to do it. I just kept coming in the box.
Now, Goofy would be one where he jerks it and he comes, but like he loses track of it, like in Something About Mary. Like he's just shooting loads all over the place and doesn't realize it.
there it is.
There it is.
We're gonna get
Everywhere.
flagged now.
Jesus Christ.
Come for us, Google.
Disney, you want this money? Come get our comebox money.
Oh boy.
Oh, everything about what happened here is sad.
So, how about some Pop Winter games?
You know what? Fuck it. Why not?
Nothing quenches your thirst quite like a Popcast classic. Worth it.
That was a good one.
It's no job for the win.
Like I could taste that story. It's really bad.
Don't taste it.
I can't help it.
Jose, have you enjoyed creme brulee since?
Honestly, I don't think so. But I haven't been avoiding it. I just haven't had a reason to get it.
Okay. Just checking.
It didn't ruin it for me.
Not yet, is what I'm hearing. Might have.
It's very funny because I had a lot of the same reactions listening to Passly. We had a lot of the same reactions in my head. At some point, I'm like, "Oh, we are definitely getting demonetized for this episode." And then Passly is like, "Oh, I can't believe we got demonetized." Woof! Oh man, oh that was real rough. I did not like that at all. Let's skate away from that as fast as possible. Let's up in the top 6, nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Top 6.
6! I still like 6.
So this week, in honor of WandaVision, we're doing top 6 alternate universes. Tried to, cast a pretty wide net, and so basically anything that could be considered a alternate universe, be it books, TV shows, whatever. Everything's on the table. So hope we have a nice wide variety on this week. So it should be a good time. I remember who suggested this one.
I think it was a Zero suggestion.
All right. Sweet deal. All right. So, kicking us off, I'll go ahead and go first. So, my top actually came faster than I thought it would. I thought I'd have a lot of trouble kind of putting together
Same.
6, but it's pretty good. So, all right. So, I'm starting off with Boom's Power Rangers comics, because after the Shadow to Grid story, they really went off book, and it's been pretty outstanding. It's been pretty
Ooh,
great.
that's a good pull.
Like, it's really, really good, and not just because whatever, like Power Rangers, because those in the past those comics have been shit. They're really fucking good. They're great. Next up, I was never really a Star Trek guy growing up. Watched a little bit of Next Generation, but not like religiously. So I really enjoyed the hell out of what they now call the Kelvin timeline from those Abrams Star Trek pictures. Those movies are a lot of fucking fun. That got a really good cast. It's cool. It's it's definitely it ain't Joe Daddy's Star Trek and all those and all that shit. It's very good. I liked it a lot.
Lens flare.
So much lens flare. Flares on flares on flares.
Into Darkness kind of took the sheen off of those Star Trek reboots, but I think Star Trek Beyond was the best of the 3.
Remember when Star Trek Beyond lost the Academy Award for makeup and effects to fucking Suicide Squad?
Mhm.
Getting them tattoos right. You know how much work went into putting damaged?
Ridiculous. All right, and then next up, I got whatever crazy world. Well, I don't know what if it has a number universe in the DCU or what, but whatever crazy world allowed for the Ninja Turtles to meet Batman. Because again, those comics are fucking tremendous, so fun. And I keep hoping that they make some kind of an announcement for another movie, because the one they did a couple years ago is a pretty solid adaptation of that first trade. So I really hope they do more of those. It's a damn good time, like that. And then I got the Ultimate Universe before Jeff Lowe broke it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the shit that really got me back into comics like full time, was all the Ultimate books, and they were great. And then, like, man, they fucking broke their whole line. It's not all the time that you can point to a singular moment, but like, oh yeah, this is when they broke this entire universe in half. Like, boy, they just shit all over a good thing with that Ultimatum story. Like, and they were never able to recover.
No.
I'll never forget the blob biting wasp and just nonsense. Just like stuff
No
you
reason.
would read, you were just like, all right, I don't understand why any of this is happening.
Every couple of months, I think like, oh, I kind of want to read all of Ultimate Spider-Man. And then I remember like, oh, wait, at some point I'm going to get to Ultimatum. And then I'll just get mad. And then I don't.
Yeah. And and it's real easy to kind of, at the moment be like, oh, this is just, fanboy bullshit or whatever. But no, it was objectively horrible and ruined an entire line of comic books.
I fully believe the worst comic ever made is Ultimatum.
It might be. It very well may be. Just because of not only it itself being not good, but the catastrophic damage left in its wake. It just might be the worst one ever. It's terrible.
Props to the Ultimates line, though. Partially the basis for the MCU, so.
Oh yeah, they just took a lot of the storytelling techniques and made them, mainstream comics, which is cool. But it all start there, and that's why I love that shit. Like all the, Ultimate Spider-Man is fucking outstanding. I kind of keep hoping, Zoe will want to read something, literally anything, and then I'll be like, hey, you can read these, and she'll be like, cool. I think she's in a really good age for it.
Tell her you can either read something or drink water.
She'd be like, I don't understand. They're the same picture.
Water bottles and Ultimate Spider-Man, unread, undrank in the bathroom garbage.
Nonsense. And then I got the World of Afterlife with Archie, because that's a really good time. I don't think we'll ever see another issue of that fucking book as long as the Earth continues to spin. I think it's over. No one just wants to say it's over, but that shit's a lot of fun. It's very cool. Same with that chilling Sabrina book. I don't think that's ever happening again either.
No.
Nah, never gonna happen. But those are both pretty goddamn fun. Those are great. And then lastly, bit of a wild card pick, but as a man who believes in infinite possibilities and to an extent infinite realities, I put on here whatever alternate reality that exists where I'm fit and healthy. If that world is loaded over by spider people, but I'm yoked, I'm okay with it. It's totally cool. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
In that universe, your daughter drinks her water.
You're goddamn right she does. Because it's a precious commodity. Because of the spider people.
She's like the Immortan Joe of that universe.
And I got back abs.
That universe is just Lee versus Zoe, just for eternity, just fighting over water.
Shiny and chrome. Zoe says she eats all the way to Valhalla. Oh, yes. What we got on Discord, Kelly? What's up?
That's a good question.
Oh, I fucking got you, dog.
You got me.
Juan's
So I
first.
just made an account with a website called Buy, and it makes it easier to buy things from Japan.
Oh.
And I'm gonna be losing a whole bunch of fucking money.
Bye.
Bye.
So there's an alternate universe where Kelly is saving money, but not signing up with an account for Buy.
All right,
Now,
let's
there's an
go.
alternate universe where there's a Japanese Kelly buying a bunch of American
You should
shit.
sign up for a website called Bye that comes and removes dead possums from the street outside your house.
That would be good. Lee, you should have thrown to Mahoney for this.
Oh, that's true. Mahoney, who is first on the Discord?
I'm
think
not
about that.
frantically opening the Discord right now. What are you talking about? First
swear to
up on
God.
the Discord,
I
we
swear
got
to God.
J-Pop, who says, "Shit, I got nothing." Thanks, J-Pop.
It's been a while since we've done a proper list. I think
Yeah.
got a lot of people off guard today.
I do like the at everyone function on Discord that gives everyone a notification and forces them to come and read the post that says, give us
Mahoney,
your
I
top
can-
6.
I can read the list, but I
got
just
it.
called on you for the bit.
I got it. I don't have Juan blocked anymore. I agreed
Oh, really?
to unblock Juan, and then he nearly spoiled
Wow.
the Karate Kid 3 for me, and I told him he was on thin ice. I would put him right back on block.
You know what?
How
I
dare
think this is the
anybody
first time.
spoil, 1988's The Karate Kid 3 for me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great.
All right, so Juan says, in true Juan fashion, mine are going to be a bit vague. Number 6, Robotech Remix. This continuation from Titan Comics is super solid.
It's when
I think
Puff
that's
Daddy was
the,
writing
Kickstarter.
Robotech books.
Yeah.
I tried to read the Robotech Remix book because it looked cool. And then it was literally just a continuation of the previous series. And I'm like, I don't fucking know what's happening.
That's weird, because I've heard that it's super solid.
No, it's just the two guys from American Chopper back and forth going, Robotech Kickstarter! Robotech Kickstarter!
I don't tie shit well. All right, number 5. Every reality from the Community episode, Remedial Chaos Theory. That episode seriously brought alternate realities into the forefront to the general public. Because, you guys, as we all know, Community is the forefront to the general public.
Yes. Also, the From Dusk Till Dawn show on El Rey was the first ever original series.
Community.
That's a hell of a take,
an
Juan.
average
I do
of-
love that. I love that
How many
episode.
of
That's a
us are
great
there?
episode.
15 Community fans?
That's a great episode. That's a wild fucking take.
Yeah. I love that episode too. I love that show, but not in this reality. In one of these other realities, maybe the one where Lee is fit. In that reality, maybe
Community's still
Community is
running.
the Big Bang Theory of that reality. All right, number 4, Marvel's
that's great.
Ultimate Universe. Bendis said his best as Spider-Man.
Yep.
Kelly, you should read that someday.
Yeah, I keep thinking about it every couple of months, and then I realize I'm just going to get mad.
Yeah. Number 3, Sliders. This show somehow got 4 seasons without anyone watching, and it was a great show, and every episode was an AU. All right, so he knows
Love
nobody watched
tiny
Sliders.
hamburgers.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say that it's the alternate reality of we got White Castle and we got Crystal.
Well, it's like Sliders. They're like regular burgers, but from a reality where they're smaller. Number
It
2,
is kind of fucking crazy. I did not realize that Sliders got 4 seasons.
That's a lot of seasons.
I feel like
Bananas.
Sliders went a lot longer than that, which is weird.
yeah, I remember Sliders for like most of my adolescence.
Because they had obviously it was just 4 seasons, but then they syndicated the fuck out of that.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, it was on. I feel like it was on forever because it was on like USA. Then
Yeah.
it was everywhere for a while. Oh, that's
I never got
nuts.
into that. Number 2, Donnie Darko. Let's just say it's an AU without trying to think about it or explaining it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know
Okay.
what? Fuck Donnie Darko.
I think I saw that one time 20 years ago. I couldn't
Dude,
describe any of it to
I had
you.
a friend I had a friend who had such a hard on for Donnie Darko. Like he was like, oh, this is just like everyone who likes Donnie Darko. Like there's
Yeah,
like no
we
one
all
is
had
like
that
Donnie
friend.
Darko was okay.
Yeah.
But like no one's like Donnie Darko is all right. That person does not exist.
Nope.
It's like, oh, you gotta fucking check this out. And I was so bored and confused and like it just and did I say how bored I was? So fucking boring that movie. And it's like I had to really rethink our friendship when that was over.
I remember
We don't talk now. I'm not gonna say that's why, but it might be why.
I remember when that movie came out, the guy who wrote it was like 23 and I was like 24 or 25 at the time, and that really fucked me up. Like, oh, my life is over. Guess I'm never going to be a success. Thanks, guy who wrote Donnie Darko.
But I think you're doing all right.
Oh, thank you.
What else that fucking guy did?
Exactly, it's true.
We don't even know his name.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
no,
just
his name
that fucking guy.
Donnie Darko. That's his name.
That makes
with
so
the
much more sense.
biography. The biography. Yeah, there we go. All coming together now. Like
right.
an amiibo bucket.
Juan's number one is Marvel's Age of Apocalypse event. In a then unheard of time, Marvel canceled their biggest selling books for 4 months to do this event, and it worked.
That is
I
kind
love
of insane
Apocalypse.
to think that was a revolutionary tactic at the time. At some point,
Yeah.
it was like no one had ever thought of that before. That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
I remember when that happened, just like I was not an X-Men guy, like, because back in the day there was like the X-Men people, and then there was me who was like, nah, I kind of like the West Coast Avengers. You guys ever read West Coast Avengers? They're like, no. But when Age of Apocalypse came out, I was like, well, I guess I'm an X-Men guy now. Like, I was all about that. That cool ass. I want to call him Firestorm, but that's not his name. What's his name? Sunfire?
The Sunspot.
Sunspot?
It
Yeah.
was Sunfire. It was Sunfire.
Sunfire,
You're
right. Sunfire,
You're right.
and the Cyclops with one eye, and the Wolverine with one hand. Like, so cool.
Cyclops with one eye.
Yeah.
The Gambit with one ball.
So Richard Kelly wrote and directed Donnie Darko. He was 26 at the time. He also wrote Southland Tales. Do you guys remember that with The Rock?
Sure.
That was real boring too.
He
Is
wrote.
that the movie where Kevin Smith is in a wheelchair?
I think so.
No, that was that Southwest Flight.
He wrote Domino, where Keira Knightley was like a bounty hunter, and then he
Oh, I
also
remember that.
wrote
I
that
like
movie,
that movie.
The Box.
That was all right.
With Cameron Diaz.
That movie was pretty boring as well.
Which one with Cameron Diaz?
The Box with Cameron Diaz, and he has
that I
not.
never saw that one.
He has not done anything since 2010.
Nailed
Okay,
it.
so you've done lots of stuff in 2010, Nice. Fuck that guy.
I've done most of my stuff since 2010.
That's right.
He passed the baton
Come
to
at me, Richard Kelly. What you got, Nice?
All right. I'm going to shout out Back to the Future, the alternate reality Hill Valley where Biff is
That's
the
a good one.
the
Hey,
fucking
guys, did you hear about the mall?
You probably didn't catch it the first
Guys,
couple
did you
times
hear
you
about
watched
the
it.
mall in Back to the Future?
Oh my!
What are we
It's
talking
in the
about?
mall. It's called like 2 something.
That shit made me want to start a TikTok account and then just post like well-known movie theories or like Easter eggs. Just be like, this is brand new information, and see all the fucking idiots retweet it all day, every day. I'm
So
sorry.
in Back to the
What the fuck
Future,
are you talking about?
the rapper 2 Chainz shows up, and then he gets hit by a car.
No.
And it turns out that the next time he's walking around, he's only got one chain on because the chain came off of the chainsaw earlier in the movie.
All right, let me pull it up.
That's exactly what happened.
Where the
Like,
fuck was it?
Okay.
Was it in the
Now I
internet
get it.
section? It was on the Discord. Eric Magnus posted it in the Discord. Where the fuck is it?
that fucking basketball player posted it on Twitter. Basketball player, football player, Rex
Rex
Chapman?
Chapman. Yeah. So
is that guy a football person, or do he just have a football person name so we think he
no,
to
he
be, I
is.
think.
He is 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Old.
All right. Let me pull it up real quick.
And now he's like, I'm a content aggregator.
Exactly. Like he doesn't produce anything new. He just
No.
retweets shit. I'm looking for it. I'm sorry.
It's a business.
Take in
man.
the content. Y'all enjoying the content I got here? Smash that retweet button if you like the content.
Now I can't even find it. So this is
In the
the
meantime, okay, yeah, go ahead.
This
sorry.
is the basic story of it, Lee. It's someone watching Back to the Future and being like, check this out, you guys. At the beginning of Back to the Future, the name of the mall is the Twin Pines Mall. And then when Marty McFly goes back to 1955, he hits the pine tree with the DeLorean. Then when he goes back to 1985, it's now the Lone Pine Mall. And it's like, everyone who has ever seen Back to the Future has noticed that. But I guess not. Because
It's a movie about time travel
Yeah.
and oh god damn it. Okay.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
I
2
feel
million
like those
tweets, 2 million likes.
people that are like blown away by that open up their YouTube feed and they go, "Wow, look at all this content."
Wow. Like I get it. I get that kids these days are just discovering things. Like it was a couple weeks ago where a bunch of people on TikTok were like, "Holy shit. Did you guys know that Moira from Schitt's Creek is the mom in Home Alone?" Fucking mind-blowing. And I
These
get it.
kids wouldn't have lasted a day on the lost message boards.
But the reason I'm shouting out the Back to the Future alternate Hill Valley is because we've been experiencing that for the past 4 years.
Present day now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Day US.
It's no longer an alternate universe. It is our actual universe. All right, so on to my list proper. This one is a long shot. Not many people are going to agree with me. Not many people are going to have seen this movie, but I fucking love the Will Ferrell Land of the Lost movie. Unironically, I absolutely adore it. And it's the concept from the TV show where they fucking end up in an alternate dimension reality with a bunch of dinosaurs and monkey people, and it's
They got
phenomenal.
Slee Stacks in that movie?
Who? Slee
Yeah,
Stacks?
Slee Stacks in that movie?
Hell yeah, they got Slee Stacks, bro.
Fuck yeah.
They
I
got
haven't seen that one.
Danny McBride in that movie. The chick from that
Oh,
pie
shit, Danny
show.
McBride, a Slee Stack?
No, Danny McBride is not a Slee Stack, but Jorma Taccone from Lonely Island plays one of the monkey guys, and I think Akiva
Nice.
Schaffer directed it, or Jorma directed it, one of them. But it's great,
Alright, I gotta
hilarious.
I gotta watch
The
that.
girl from Pushing Daisies is in that, right?
Yes, the pie show, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is super cute.
Yeah.
And she wears very short shorts in that movie, so highly recommend. My number 5, this one's kind of obvious, but because the story is based, or it's set in a timeline where Richard Nixon basically never gave up the presidency, I'd go with Watchmen as my number 5.
Yeah, there you go.
Comics, movies, whatever the fuck you want. Number 4, this one's stupid, but I love it. The Amalgam Universe.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely love it. Like,
Who's your favorite one?
I mean, the first one that comes to mind is Dark Claw, obviously.
I fucking love Spider-Boy.
Spider-Boy's cool, but Spider-Boy feels like a character that would be in the Marvel Universe today, too.
Yeah.
They're all pretty
Like,
cool.
I
Like,
love the second Spider-Boy one shot where it's drawn. I can't remember who writes it, but it's drawn by Ladrone, and it's just like, oh, we're getting into weird Kirby shit with this one. Hell yeah. I love that book.
yeah, and then, like, the second run of Amalgam, they did a Dark Claw book in the style of the Batman animated series.
Yeah.
And back then, I wasn't super knowledgeable about DC, little knowledgeable about Marvel, but there were some where I'd look at the book and be like, I don't know who the fuck this character is supposed to be, so I'll just keep moving on.
Oh man, Doctor Strange Fate.
Doctor Strange Fate. Namor the
Bruce Wayne
Aquaman.
and the Shield.
Yes. Oh yeah. I take it back. Dark Claw is not my favorite. The Hyena is my favorite. The combination of the Joker and Sabretooth. I love that guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Man, Amalgam rocks, you guys.
Yeah, and impossible to do today.
Yeah.
Absolutely unthinkable. Number 3, you mentioned it when we were talking WandaVision, but Wizard of Oz, if you think about it, is kind of an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll allow it.
And I love Wizard of Oz since back in the day. And my number 2 is the alternate universe of the Tarantino movies, or at least Inglourious Bastards and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, there you go.
Love that shit. And then my number 1, Age of Apocalypse. It's absolutely the first thing that I thought of when we were talking alternate universes. The quality of those books, I won't attest to. But I like the concepts. I like the character designs. I kind of want to get all the Age of Apocalypse Marvel Legends. I do have the Apocalypse, big old beefy boy, but yeah, just real cool, man.
Good looking figures, man.
Yeah.
That big crazy Sugar Man Build-A-Figure.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts.
And the whole thing's just a big what if. Like, what if Magneto and Rogue banged and they were the leaders of the X-Men? Cool shit.
Yep.
Magneto thought up with that idea.
And Magneto looks so cool in that. His helmet and his long ass hair. Dark Beast was cool.
Dark Beast stuck
around.
around.
He stuck around for a bit. Yeah. Fucking great. What's next on Discord, Kelly?
All right,
Since
got
you have it
Shark.
open.
I do have it open. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Shark has some shout-outs. The Star Trek Kelvin timeline. He just loves those movies.
Nice.
Okay, now this one I'm not sure. Did he misspell Shrek 3D or is Shriek 3D a thing?
I don't know, because then he missed. So it says Shriek 3D. It's so terrible, but it's like a wonderful life. My kids like it, and I can't stop watching it. Shark is in a midlife crisis and wishes to be like it was before having a family.
I think it is Shrek 3D because it is the alternate universe where he doesn't marry Fiona and Fiona's like some badass warrior woman.
Wait.
What? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I never saw Shrek 3D, so
I don't think I've ever seen any Shrek.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck, how?
I do
You gotta
think
see Elite Shrek 1.
I do
Why?
think this year is the 20th anniversary of Shrek.
That is
Yeah,
nuts.
so I was in college. Why was I
Dude.
going to watch Shrek?
Dude,
Yeah, why were you not watching Shrek?
let's do a Shrek movie night. Yeah.
Dude, fuck yeah, let's do Shrek 1 and 2 back to back.
Oh,
Let's
hell
do the
yeah.
one that's about Shark having his midlife crisis. It's a real Freudian slip right there, Shark.
Hey now,
All right.
you're an all-star.
Mahoney, that's the movie that gave us Smash Mouth.
I will
true.
dispute
No,
that.
Kelly.
I will
No, the
dispute that.
summer of '98 is what gave me Smash
Yes.
Mouth.
Mystery Men had All-Star in it before Shrek did. Thank you very much.
But okay, this is like saying Community brought alternate universe. No, Shrek brought us Smash Mouth.
Shrek made All-Star a ubiquitous song. Yes,
Yeah.
you're correct.
Man,
Somebody
Shrek
touch on my spaghetti. Remember that?
Is that from Shrek?
Oh, I'll have to find it.
I always like to tell people
Is that from Mystery Men? Who knows?
this very true opinion. Shrek is better than The Princess Bride in every possible way, and people get mad when you say
Fine.
that.
I watched The
bold
Princess
take,
Bride
Kelly.
when Disney Plus came out because it was on Disney Plus.
I don't like that movie.
I like that
Yeah,
one.
it's fine.
It's very obnoxious.
It's better than E.T.
Well, yeah, everything's better. Than
Yeah.
What?
Somebody talk to my spaghetti.
All right.
Somebody talk to my spaghetti.
There it is. All right.
For a specific shout out.
All right. Sharks List number 6. Sliders, the entire series. This was the show I watched as a kid, started when I was 10. It spurred my attention span to think that every action I create or witness could create a new world elsewhere, and maybe there were folks going between the worlds. Number 5, Crisis on Infinite Earths. I don't watch many CW shows, but I love how the shows manage to efficiently and effectively go between the worlds. It is also nice to check in on other previous DC franchises. The appearance of Movie Flash gave me small and fleeting hope that the movies could rectify things. I still can't get over how shitty the Movie Flash looked next to TV Flash.
I know.
I can't believe that they called out how shitty Movie Flash looks next to TV Flash.
Yeah.
When Ezra Miller's like, hey man, your costume looks better than mine.
Oh boy, that greasy weirdo. Number 4, Supernatural Scooby-Doo episode. I just love this episode because they get sucked into the cartoon, and it's a blending of my 2 favorite supernatural crime-fighting shows.
You know what? Yes, that episode is fucking awesome. It made me
Number
very happy.
3. Number 3, another pick for you, Lee. Supernatural Season 6, Episode 15, The French Mistake. The boys get sent to an alternate universe, our world, where they learn Supernatural is a TV show. It's the episode that got me hooked on the show, and it made me go back and watch seasons 1 through 5. It was just on TV, and the wife was like, oh, you might like this. They're talking about how they make TV.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Number 2, House of M. It's one of the few alternate universes to have a lasting impact on comics, at least with the X-Men. The run of the 198. Finding how to get more mutants. Finding out... Wait, what? Shark, were you sleepy when you were writing
Finding out how to get more mutants.
Yeah.
How do I get more mutants?
You know, they had to create more of them, whatever. Because, I mean, you know, it was like, we became an endangered species overnight.
Yeah. From a storytelling standpoint, I liked how they were able to just cull the herd of mutants and make them seem like an endangered species. Because of that, we get the hunt for the new mutant Hope, and then Bishop trailing her and Cable through time, etc.
Yeah, I really liked House of M.
Yeah. Number 1, Days of Future Past. One of the first stories I read as a kid. It also inspired me to buy the Marvel Selective Wolverine and Kitty in front of the brick wall, which created my toy collecting hobby.
All right, check this out. I finally found that video that I was talking about.
Did you know that in Back to the Future, made in 1985, when Marty is first meeting up with the Doc to see the DeLorean, he's meeting up at Twin Pines Mall. But later in the movie, when Marty's coming back from the past, we can see that the mall has changed to Lone Pine Mall. Right there. So we have Twin Pines Mall and Lone Pine Mall. But that's not a mistake. Because when Marty first went back to the past, he ran over one of these pine trees, which is where the mall would eventually be built. So Marty ran over the pine tree, which turned it into Lone Pine Mall when it was originally Twin Pines Mall.
What do you mean a mistake? Like, oops, someone changed the name of the mall. I want to point something out, though. Right here. 2.7 million views. Fuck my life.
I'm telling you, you gotta get on TikTok.
Hello, this is my YouTuber voice, and I'm here to tell you something that you probably already know.
Before we get to it, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, check out our merch. Merch.PanelsOnPages.com.
Now, you might not know this, but
Guys.
Godzilla was inspired by the atomic bomb.
What?
That's the end of the
So
video.
I don't know.
Thanks for liking.
I don't know if you guys know this, but did you know that every person alive today was once a baby?
Mind blown.
Every single person.
But you might doubt that because
What about
you
old
think,
people, Lee?
hey, I don't remember being a baby. But here's what happened. Your brain didn't retain the memories of that time. So, you used to be a baby.
That doesn't sound like something my brain would do, Kelly.
Mahoney has always been an adult man.
Came out of the womb
6'3". I just erupted out.
Oh God! Your mother was the saddest woman alive. What you got, Mahoney?
All right. This one I struggled a bit with, and I came up with mostly comic book stories. Almost all of them Marvel, because that's my life.
But Mahoney, hold that thought. Did you know that the film Mortal Kombat was an adaptation of a video game?
Which video game?
Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat.
Blowing my mind, Kelly.
Did you know Marvel starts with an N?
You might think that every Mortal Kombat game has contained a series of typos wherein all the C's are replaced by K's. But in an interview I dug up in a GamePro magazine from 1995, creator Ed Boon was like, nah, we did that on purpose. Wow.
Is that really?
Thanks for
his
watching.
name? You just have the creator of Mortal Kombat memorized?
Oh, well, I mean, it's Noob Saibot was based on the creators of Mortal Kombat, which was Boone and Tobias.
Boone and Tobias,
and the guy that would
John
pop
Tobias,
up, he would go, Toasty! Wasn't that Ed Boone?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to clip this chunk of the show out and make it its own video, and then send it to Rex Chapman.
Retweet this, you dizzy bitch.
I don't know, man. I kind of think we just discovered what the pop TikTok should be.
Aggregate this, you fuck.
Oh, so dumb.
All right, so this one is it's kind of an alternate universe. I get that it kind of gets explained away at the end. But remember The Batman, the animated series?
Yes.
It had like those really cool designs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so
it came on like 4 o'clock in the morning or some crazy shit.
Yeah. The episode of The Batman where he thinks that everyone is a zombie and that he's trying to stop like the zombie apocalypse, but in reality he's just been gassed and he's like a lunatic and everyone's trying to stop him from like doing something to poison the water hole or something. It's a really cool episode.
That's a really
So
good
what
show.
was it, a Scarecrow episode?
No, it wasn't Scarecrow. It was some weird doctor.
Yeah, they did weird shit with the Rogues Gallery in that show. It was like, episode 1 and 2 was like a Magpie 2-parter, and they did Professor Pig and shit like that. It was crazy.
Dreadlock Joker.
Wild.
All right. My number 5 is from What If number 9, and it's the 1950s Avengers, who later became the Agents of Atlas.
Nice.
That's like Gorilla Man, Human Robot, Namora, all of those people. They're fucking bonkers, and they started in a What If issue, and then went on to become a permanent part of Marvel from there.
What movie do you think Gorilla Man might show up in? Is it Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi, yeah, because the Agents of Atlas, now that they're firmly established in the Marvel universe, have ties to that whole. Like Shang-Chi should have ties to Atlas and their Agents of Atlas. So.
Yeah, if it's gonna happen,
you are not wrong.
There.
Yep. So we could see Gorilla Man, the Human Robot, Marvel Boy, all of them.
That would rule.
My number 4 is MC2, which is what they called Spider-Girl's universe.
Yeah.
With A Next and that teenage juggernaut with the shirt tied around his waist.
Yeah,
What'd they call that kid?
I don't remember.
Was it Juggernaut Jr.?
It was something like that.
They call him Jags.
Jaggernaut.
Actually, you know what? I think they called him J2.
That's it.
I think it
Yeah.
was J2, yeah.
Oh man, you remember
Oh, no,
Wild
that was
Thing?
JJ. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Wild Thing was
Wild
cool.
Thing, Stinger, all sorts of cool people in
With their
there.
sweet
Wild Thing had a
like,
mean fastball.
psychic claws.
And wasn't
Look, there he is.
Wasn't Juggernaut Jr. wasn't he a member of the Exiles at some point?
Almost certainly.
Oh, maybe.
Probably.
I was all about
He's
those.
got
Sound
his
like
shirt tied around his waist.
Yeah,
He listens to
not?
Pearl Jam.
he's the fucking Juggernaut, and he's still got a like in case he gets cold.
Comics are
Are you gonna tell him he can't wear it? Are you gonna
So
tell him?
dumb.
I'm not gonna tell him.
All right, my number 3 we already talked about at length. Age of Apocalypse. Loved Age of Apocalypse. My number 2, one of my all-time favorites from my comic years back when I was reading Avengers West Coast. Squadron Supreme.
Yeah.
Love Squadron Supreme. I am a sucker for Squadron Supreme content in any type.
Yeah, they're flirting with it now. Like they keep threatening to make it a thing in the Jason Aaron Avengers run. So I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah, it keeps feeling like it just keeps getting pushed back for other things.
Yeah, for more awesome shit.
Yeah.
I'm ready for them to make it a thing in the fucking MCU and be like, hey, if you can't figure out your Justice League movie, here, we'll make it.
It would be so fucking baller for Marvel to make like a gritty R-rated Justice League and just make it Squadron Supreme and have it be amazing.
Right?
That would be awesome.
That would be
Wouldn't
great.
that be something?
Oh god.
All right,
That'd make
Kelly,
me so
can
happy.
you guess what my number 1 is?
What West Coast Avengers story was was
No,
it an alternate universe?
You're close. You're close. And when I say it, you're going to be like, oh, of course. My number 1 is The Crossing.
Yeah, yes. Oh man, you talk about Teen Tony?
Teen Tony, the Black Knight, and Cersei, and Crystal, and Hellcat, and Hercules, and Black Widow, and Captain America. Like, that was my time for the Avengers back in the day. Like, when I got into Avengers proper, it was part of that. When, like, they took White Vision, that ghost white, all-white Vision, and, like, trapped him and replaced him with the green and red and yellow Vision from the other universe, and nobody even noticed that he was different. Like, super great. Loved it.
I remember the part of Endgame I liked the most was when they were at the funeral and there's that kid there, and I was like, oh shit, it's Teen Tony. And then I remembered it was the fucking stupid ass kid from Iron Man 3, and then I got mad.
You know, the worst Marvel movie of all time.
That's
Hey,
Jose's legacy.
It's written in stone.
At some point, we should re-deliberate that entire list.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what?
I mean,
I'm
we'll
gonna
have
give
an
a shout
opportunity, I'm
out.
sure.
I'm gonna give a shout out to EarthX.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The
Earth X
what
was
was
great.
it? Captain America with a bald head, and he had like the American
flag
flag
dress?
kind of like wrapped around him like a toga.
EarthX, which, if we remember, like, Alex Ross just like put some sketches he had drawn into like an issue of Wizard. Was like, check out this weird shit I drew, and then they were like, this is going to be a comic book for the next 5 years.
They're still doing books based on that.
Oh, really?
Yep, their Marvel's X just wrapped up.
Amazing.
That shit's nuts. Also, shout out to fucking 1602. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
One of the ones I think people forget about. That was pretty good. I like that one. That's fun.
All right, that's all I got.
What's next? What's next on Discord, Nice?
All right, we got JD checking in.
What up, JD?
Number 6, Sliders. Sliders getting a lot of love.
The people love tiny hamburgers.
Sliders. Slider was just biding their time, hoping that we would do a top 6 alternate universes, and it's like, this is our time.
I have not thought about Sliders in probably 15 years.
I loved all the different realities that the characters discover. Number 5, Marvel's Star Comics. Like a lot of the alternate realities, this was
No
mainly the Peter
idea.
Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham book. But there were a lot of other characters like Doctor Doom, Captain Americat, and Hulk Bunny. Number 4, Tangent Universe. I love the different combination of Marvel and DC characters. Is he talking about Amalgam?
He's thinking Amalgam. Tangent is a different thing that DC did.
Number 3, Ultimate Universe. I mainly just read the Spider-Man book, but this was a cool project. Number 2, Star Trek Mirror Universe. This is the number 2, mainly for the Spock goatee. And number 1, Arrowverse. I'm just a fan of the shows and these versions of the characters.
Solid. What you got, Jose?
All right. Number 6. This never actually happened. There was word of it in that Sony email leak. The 21 Jump Street Men in Black crossover.
Oh, that was so cool.
Well, wasn't it one of the fake like movie posters that they had at the end of 22 Jump Street, or no? Was that completely different?
I mean, it may have been, but I remember it from that leak where they were talking about that they were going to be recruited to be Men in Black and they were going to run.
You said it was from the Sony link. I thought you were going to say it was the Aunt May movie.
I thought so too. That's exactly where I went.
That's a good one though. Those movies are fantastic.
Yeah, but I wish. Shout out to 21 Jump Street. But if that would have happened, I would have been so ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, like then they announced Men in Black with Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. You're like, all right, well, it's not the 22 Jump Street or the 21 Jump Street guys, but this will be cool. And then it was not cool at all. And then it was even worse to do that.
Oh, Mary and I started to watch that, and I think one of us or both of us fell asleep, and we never went back to finish it.
Yeah. Holy shit! Really?
Yeah,
that bad?
It's real bad.
Never seen it.
Well, I mean, not necessarily that it was bad. It's just like it left zero impression.
Just
unremarkable. I guess it depends on your definition of bad. Is it enjoyable? No. Is it worth watching? No. Is it like is the lighting handled well? Yeah.
It's a movie. It's shot on film.
Tip top lighting.
It's got audio in it.
Yeah. So I guess it's not bad in the sense that like the quality of the filmmaking is decent, I suppose. But there's no redeeming value to watching it.
Yeah, that's a damn shame because we watched the first 2 Men in Black movies a few years ago. And we were kind of getting ready to go to Universal because I had free passes thanks to, no names. And boy, those first 2 Men in Black movies, even the second one's all right, but the first one is great.
Yeah. I like the third one.
Really holds up.
I like the time travel of the third one.
I never saw the third one, actually.
Third one's not bad. It's not bad. All of 3 of those original cast ones are pretty solid. The one is the best, but not bad sequels. Number 5, I got. It was a what if book I had when I was younger. Not for sure when it came out, but it was what if Bruce Wayne was raised by the Kents. He was found by the Kents and raised, and the Waynes found Superman's pod.
Huh.
So Superman's suit looked like Batman's, like a mix of Batman. It was like, and then Batman was the Superman suit, but he was Batman, but with the Kent values. And I loved that.
Well, it's definitely not a what if book because what if is Marvel, but
yeah, it's an Elseworlds.
I don't remember that.
I'm trying to remember what that one's called.
I have no recollection of that at all. That sounds kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But I will give a shout out to the one where Superman lands on Apocalypse.
Yeah.
That's a rad Elseworld.
Yeah.
Shout out to Batman versus Predator.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I read that for the first time recently, and I'm like, holy shit, Andy Kubert drew this? I had no idea. It's wild.
Number 4, I got Spider-Verse.
Nice.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even think of that.
the verse of verses. Number 3, Watchmen. Beautiful story, well done, taking characters and not ruining them. Actually doing something cool with characters that already existed. So well done with that. Score was fucking great. Fucking slippery dude sliding down a hole.
Oh, you're talking about the TV show.
Yeah.
Slippery dude. I hope they do another season of that.
We need that figure. And he just has like a wheel on the back that you wind up and let go.
Or he just comes with a bottle of lube.
You just slide him around. Number 2, the Arkham video game series.
Solid.
Love
Yeah.
that whole series. I remember playing it the first time, and I'm like, God, they finally nailed it. You feel like you're Batman. By the time you beat the game and you're all leveled up, you got all the gadgets, you can do all the cool shit. You're like, I'm fucking Batman.
Fucking
Yep.
Batman.
You hit a goddamn 102 hit combo and you shit your pants.
Me and Mary were talking about Fortnite and how whenever I play like a shooting game, I always tend to camp. And I was like, you know what? That's why I like those fucking Arkham games so much, because you could be sneaky as Batman and just hide in the rafters and just sneak up on people.
Yeah, swoop down and grab them.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man games on PlayStation have a pretty cool stealth mechanic too, kind of like that, where you just hide on rafters and web people up to the ceiling, and definitely don't kill them by bashing their face into iron beams. They totally
never once.
Yeah, that Spider-Man game is probably my number 1 not Xbox game I need to play.
It's outstanding.
Yeah, it's great.
Really, really good. I
And
played
then
the
my number
Miles Morales one, the new one. Not to cut you off, but I was thinking about it today. How I was playing the Miles Morales game, which is also a really, really good game, even though they changed Peter's face and it's weird looking.
Yeah, he looks like Tom Holland, but the voice sounds like an older guy.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be older in
Yeah.
the context of the story, so it doesn't make any sense that he looks like Tom Holland. It's really strange.
I don't
And,
like.
they didn't change.
Did the guy who was the original Peter Parker get canceled or something? Because
Nope.
it's very strange.
They said something about how it's just because the new technology that they use for the animation or some shit. It's like, well, you didn't change anyone else's face.
Yeah,
Nobody's. It's very weird.
Looking like a real
It's
cutscene
distracting.
Luke over here.
I mean, if you never played it, I guess it'd be fine. If this is the first time you ever played it, but if you have, it's just bizarre, very odd. But anyway, he, Miles, kind of early on in the game, he meets his Uncle Aaron or whatever. He reconnects with his Uncle Aaron, and both my kids were kind of in the room, whatever. Like, oh shit, cool. So is he gonna be, the Prowler? Both my kids, and I just kind of had this moment where like, that's kind of nuts that there's an entire generation of kids that. Every version of this story, whenever they see Uncle Aaron, they're going to react the same way that we did whenever we'd see Norman Osborn in the thing. You know what I mean? Because we know that he's going to be the Green Goblin at some point. I thought that was kind of cool. This is a really kind of generational comic booky stupid thing. That was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Love.
And he's brown.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but if you complete all the Prowler side stories, you get a really dope purple and green spider suit. It's fucking cool.
How long have you beat that one?
Yes.
Is it like a DLC or
no? It's its own game, but it's definitely shorter than the other one. But I think you can get a launch, a combo of them, both of them or whatever, and it's definitely worth playing both of them.
Nice.
Would recommend.
Definitely on the list. And closing it out, number 1, because I fucking enjoy watching them and to see what they're doing, and then to see how bad DC fucks up their movies. It's unheard of. But that whole DC TV universe, they're doing a fucking amazing job. Not only with each individual show, and Doom Patrol, fucking sleeper hit for me because I love that fucking thing.
Is Doom Patrol in the same universe?
Yeah,
Well, they multiverse. Yeah.
There's an episode where they're showing you a bunch of different universes, and they pop up Doom Patrol. I think it's on like Legend of Tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
Technically, every DC thing is part of this universe because it's all one multiverse.
Yeah, you got to see fucking. Oh my god, I can't. The voice.
You're thinking
Kevin
Robert
Conroy.
Wolf.
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy. Yeah, seeing him actually play Bruce Wayne was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All their crossovers are great, and I love that. Like the Legends of Tomorrow is pretty much their Guardians of the Galaxy, and they definitely turned Rory into fucking Drax.
Yes.
But I love when they all, because not all the characters make the crossover. So like when you come back to where the crossover's over, they're like, "Where were you guys?" And then one guy's like, "Oh, I bet you they were on a crossover, and they did it without."
Yeah.
So I thought they're very self-aware, and they do it beautifully. Hats off to the DC universe, man. And like the costumes look great. That Supergirl looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did a pretty good job of
on a fraction of the budget what they do in those movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's preposterous.
And they don't need 4 hours for one episode to figure out what the fuck.
God, I cannot wait.
And they did a good job of
wait.
merging they put the new 52 uniforms in there after one of the crossovers.
Something like it, yeah.
Hats off to the DC TV universe, and get your shit together. DC.
Every other
film
universe. Yeah.
Any day now, I'm sure they will.
Speaking of, if you have not watched Wonder Woman 84, it will be going off of HBO Max in the next week because it was that only
what?
It was only a 30-day window for these new movies on HBO Max.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
That movie has
that doesn't
I
make
don't
any
ever
sense
want to watch
at all.
that movie again in my life.
I don't really ever want to watch it at all.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
No, I gotta watch it just to see if she fights a ring of garbage at the end.
She fights a ring of garbage through the whole movie.
You fight a ring of garbage trying to watch it.
Gal Gadot's fighting a ring of garbage. That whole script.
Yeah.
Who's next in the Discord, Jason Nyes?
Oh, it's my wife.
Hey!
My wife. A couple of mine are more alternate history than alternate universes because I really enjoy the alternate history genre. Shout out to Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, where Homer ends up in the third dimension and then falls into the real world. And all of those Treehouse of Horror episodes are basically alternate universe because they don't occur in canon. Number 6, Back to the Future. The alternate timelines from the Back to the Future movies, including the alternate future 1985 and the alternate past created when Doc decides to stay in 1885. Number 5, Handmaid's Tale. The Hulu show in particular has done a great job of creating an alternate version of America that is really detailed and terrifying. And this is my own commentary. And as we've seen over the past 4 years, totally plausible.
Yeah, I can't even watch that show because it's way too realistic.
Yeah, like in the show, when that whole shit at the Capitol went down last week, or was that last week? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
There's a bit in Handmaid's Tale where they talk about the time that the Capitol was sieged, and like that was the beginning of the universe of Handmaid's Tale.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
That's wonderful.
Number 4, Watchmen, another show that takes place in an alternate present time United States. Number 3, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. All the alternate reality Spider-Man and Miles Morales himself is from an alternate dimension. Number 2, the Star Trek reboot movies that take place in an alternate reality, held together by the existence of Spock Prime. And number 1, the Star Wars original expanded universe. The post-Return of the Jedi universe created in the 90s was amazing. Thrawn, Mara Jade, Jaina and Jason Solo, Anakin Solo, Ben Skywalker, Sometimes I think it was better than what we ended up getting in the sequels. To me, this expanded universe exists as a separate but equal universe in the Star Wars galaxy. And yeah, it's definitely separate because it's not canon, so...
Yeah, they yanked all that fucking rogue right out. I saw an Admiral Thrawn Black Series figure today, and it looked pretty cool. Pretty dope.
Was it the one of the archive collection ones?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It looks pretty good.
Thrawn.
All right, what you got, Kelly?
What do I have? Well, I got a list of 6 things.
All right.
We're going to rank them.
Yeah, we're going to rank them. All right. These aren't necessarily like alternate universes. Some of them are just stuff that deals with alternate universes. Like my first one, Multiversity. This kind of rebuilt the DC multiverse after it was...
You fucking would like Multiversity.
Oh, dude, I fucking... yeah, remember when I wrote essays for every issue?
Yep.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit.
No joke.
I love any DC crossover that feels like homework. Like Crisis on Infinite Earths. Love that shit.
No
But
joke.
You
said multiversity, and I thought multiplicity.
Yeah, that's a fucking great thing.
Kelly's like, let's come on down to Multiverse City.
Yeah. Yeah, Multiversity gave us the map of the multiverse, and then they flipped that shit right over and saw, hey, the dark multiverse is on this side of the map, which is one of the funniest things in DC history to me.
Yeah, but you know what? You can't do that in the Marvel universe. It doesn't work.
No.
But you can totally do that goofy bullshit in the DC universe and be like, yeah, of course there's a dark multiverse underneath this map.
That's the best. It's just like no one looked under this before. I love it. I love it so much. Number 5. I didn't really order these. I kind of just thought of them. Spider-Verse, both the comic and the movie. Really just love all of the Spider-Men and hope to see more of them in the movies. Please give me Japanese Spider-Man in the movie. Thank you.
I saw one of the directors mention how he's been designed. Like they've got a design for Leopardon, and so hopefully they put him in the script. Yeah.
Did you ever watch that little documentary on Disney Plus about Japanese Spider-Man show? It's really good. You absolutely should.
Yeah, I will for sure.
It's everything really story that the Toys That Made Us episode about Power Rangers should have been.
Okay. All right.
Man, that fucking episode of Toys That Made Us sucked. Hate that thing. Number 4, the Ultraman franchise. So most of the Ultraman series take place in alternate universes from each other. But because they're Ultramen, they can all meet up, and it gives them a reason to, because they're like, hey, I'm patrolling the universes, and you're up to some shit. What's going on here? And right now on the Ultraman official YouTube channel, there is a web series going on called Ultra Galaxy Fight: The Absolute Conspiracy. That is a big crossover. Yeah, exactly. That is a big crossover between a bunch of different series, and they're going and fighting stuff across different universes, and it's super cool. Like, there's one dude who was just a cartoon before, and they made an actual suit for him. Like, that's pretty
cool.
rad. Yeah, like, that's pretty rad. My number 3 is the Zero Escape trilogy of video games. Those, I played them on the 3DS, but I think now you can get them on... I want to say you can get them on, like, PS4 and stuff. They're really good. They're, again, visual novels, but I won't spoil how alternate universes come into play, but it was really fucking cool and kind of blew my mind when it happened. Number 2, Super Smash Brothers. I mean, it's got to be an alternate universe to get all those dudes together.
It must be. Never thought of it that way, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and of course, Kirby.
For $1.
Yeah, Kirby is the guy that survives the apocalypse and goes on to save everyone. And then number 1, one of my all-time favorite Marvel comics, Exiles. The chop-off point is when Chris Claremont started writing it, though, because that shit sucked. And he ruined that title.
Yes. Exiles, the Sliders of comics.
It is. It's exactly the Sliders of comics. Did Jerry O'Connell ever go to a planet where everyone was Wolverine? No.
Fucking bitch.
You know what? I don't know. Fuck, you might have.
I mean, he might have. But yeah, no, like the Tony Bedard run of Exiles is some of my favorite comics ever. I love that shit. Like the World Tour arc is the peak to me. Man, I don't know why there isn't always an Exiles comic coming out at Marvel.
There should always be an Exiles comic.
Yeah.
Here's a concept. Take literally any character you want and do any story you want. And they're like, I just can't come up with anything cool right now. So I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Like I don't understand it. That's a series where you can do literally anything.
Here,
Like,
here's
I don't
8
get
characters
why
that aren't doing anything right now. Write an Exiles book. Enjoy.
Yeah, like that's your copyright theater there.
Do they not exist yet? Cool. Make them exist. Like anything your mind can comprehend, you can do in an Exiles book, and yet it's not constantly running.
Is anybody doing anything with Juggernaut Jr. right now?
Great. He's an exile now.
Dibs.
Yeah.
I want to see an issue of Exiles where he tries to put the shirt on.
Yeah, I was
And
looking
then
at that. It's
Deadpool
like
was talking shit the whole time about why he has the shirt in the first place.
those fucking sleeves have to be enormous to be able to fit his arms in there.
It's purely decorative. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody
He's
that
he's
wears
hiding
a
his
shirt like
thick,
that.
juicy ass.
Yeah.
He
Like,
got
if I
his,
don't wear this shirt, everybody just catcalls my thick, juicy ass, so I have to wear this.
he got his period in the middle of biology class, and he's just trying to cover it up.
Jesus Christ.
You know, nothing can stop that rump.
Oh, God. Who's next on Discord, Knives?
All right, Vetter. Vetter says, forgive me if these aren't exactly alt universes. I'm not 100% certain on a few. Shout out to Watchmen,
I will
Kingdom
not,
Come.
better. I will not forgive you if these are not all alternate universes. I will hold this grudge for the rest of our lives.
Shout
one
out.
thing we like in this segment of the show is consistency
Accuracy.
and a rigid following of the rules.
Yep.
Shout out
Which
to.
there are rarely any.
He says, shout out to Watchmen, Kingdom Come, Ultimates, and Marvel Zombies.
All right, those all check out all alternate universes.
All right,
You're
all
good
right,
so
all right.
far.
Okay. Number 6, The Legend of Zelda. Following the events of Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time, the series spirals off into 2 alternate timelines, giving us a slew of great games in the process. Judges?
Wait, is that fucking true?
Yeah,
I believe,
the
yes.
Zelda shit's all over the place. I can't make any sense of
Like,
it.
Majora's Mask is not typical universe.
Yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild, totally different universe from everything else.
Yeah, I guess so. Never really thought of it that way.
Okay, how about
All
this
right.
one? Number 5, Rick and Morty. Yeah, the creator is a D-bag, but it doesn't change the fact we got probably the largest multiverses on TV, with countless Ricks constantly changing the future. Or changing the universe.
Yeah, that's a great
sorry.
one.
That checks out.
Yeah, that's checks out.
All right. Number 4,
that's
Back
great
to the Future, a fantastic franchise that gave us a couple of different universes.
Only one thing that could make it better.
Oh
Just
my God.
one thing.
Oh my God.
One
You know
thing.
that Back to the Future doesn't have any titties.
These are one of those jokes that we like. Sorry if you weren't listening 12 years ago when this joke originated.
Yeah. We had a discussion and someone said Back to the Future is the perfect movie, and Kerouac said, it's not that perfect. Could be some tits in it.
It's not
And we
just
all
that he
said,
was like, it'd
wait,
be better if there were
what?
tits in it. It's that he was like, there should be some tits in it in this fashion. In
Here's
this manner.
where, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Biff should have popped a tit out before he tried to rape Lorraine. That's all he's saying.
yeah.
All right, number 3, Idiocracy.
What a print.
What is supposed to be an alternate future is slowly turning into a documentary. You're doing yourself a huge disservice if you haven't seen this movie.
See, I think that if you watch that movie, I think you'll just get bummed the fuck out.
Yeah, and I don't know if I count that for an alternate universe thing because like
it's future.
Aren't all movies alternate universes then?
I think technically, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you watch it, you would be bummed out because our current state is not as cool as Idiocracy is. Number 2, X-Men. Blanket statement covering all of them. House of M, Days of Future Past, Extinction Agenda, Apocalypse, and even Kitty Pryde's Fairy Tales. X-Men has always been my favorite comic, and I loved all of them.
Was Extinction Agenda alternate universe?
Certainly not.
That was a crossover. I remember that crossover because I don't know who the artist was, but I remember I had one issue of that crossover. I think it was an X Factor issue, and it was the weirdest fucking art I've ever seen in my life.
Oh man, was it Wildman?
It might have been.
You know it's the 90s when there's an artist named Wildman.
Oh, that's the artist's name? I thought it was an X-Man.
Yeah, no, his name's like Chris Wildman or something.
It was bizarre. It had like there was like really muscular Cyclops like ripping Cameron Hodges' head off of his body. What else was in there? There was all sorts of weird shit, and it stuck with me today.
Cameron Hodge. I haven't thought about that shit in forever.
He popped up recently in something.
Oh, but he did. Was he swinging a sword around?
No, I can't remember what book he was in. It might not have even been an X book now that I think about it.
It was Archie.
Yeah.
And number 1, Vetter says The Twilight Zone. In my opinion, the greatest TV show of all time. Each episode gave us a twist, usually showing us an alternate version of the world we know. The inaugural episode, The Invaders, is a prime example of this.
All right, I'll allow that.
Yeah.
5 out of 6, Vetter.
No love. Yeah, not bad.
You
not
got
bad
points
at all.
off for Extinction Agenda.
Not bad.
Extinction Agenda is the one with Strife, right?
No. Extinction Agenda is... You're thinking of Executioner's...
That's
Saga,
it. Yes, yes. Thank you.
Extinction Agenda is... They're all on, like, Genosha. Doing something.
Okay, then yeah, that's definitely not the alternate universe.
But I mean, if it involves Strife, then kind of... It kind
well, no,
of works.
Strife was Executioner's song.
Yeah,
so
but what I'm saying is, if he was thinking Executioner's song, but he wrote down Extinction Agenda, it would count if Strife is involved because that's an alternate universe cable, right?
You know what? I can't find it on Google, but I think I have the fucking comic book like 10 feet to my right. So I can go over there.
That's awesome. All right, next up, we got Juggalo John in the chat, Discord rather. He says, number 6, the Justice Lord's World from the Justice League animated series episode.
Yes.
A Better
Oh, what a good one.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. Number 5, Community's Remedial Chaos Theory episode, when we first learned about the Darkest Timeline and then introduced the idea of multiple universes to the greater collective consciousness of the world.
Yeah, to the general public.
Yep. Yeah. Never come up.
Juan, please continue with this bit of making outlandish statements about pop culture. I would appreciate it, please. This is your thing now. We'll call it Wandavision.
Oh, God. So good. So good. All right, number 4, the world of Dungeons and Dragons, like Forgotten Realms, Greyhawk, Dragonlance, Eberron, Planescape, Ravenloft, Spelljammer, D&D in space, and many, many more. Number 3, number 2, Rick and Morty, and number 1, the Hitchhiker's Guide series. All that world and stories, but the last book in that series, Mostly Harmless, deals totally in the theme of multiverses.
Unrelated, but Spelljammer is what I call my dick when I go to the Renaissance Fair.
There's a multiverse for you.
Why would you need to call your dick anything when you're going to the Renaissance Fair?
Well, because what else are you going to call it? You should declare it somewhere.
Oh, I almost blacked out. Stupid. Oh no.
We have fun. Why is this so funny?
When we get our
Oh,
Why Is
man.
It So Funny shirt, I'm sending it to my niece.
Hell yeah.
Whew. Oh, that's good. All right, take us home, Kelly.
All right, we got 0. Number 6, ReZero, starting life in another world.
Real
Which-
quick though, Eric Magnus does check in. He says, "I got nothing. I'm too busy at work. My list would have all been porn related anyway."
What the fuck? Zero's list just changed as I
Yeah,
was looking at it.
I thought I had a stroke just now. Oh, don't do that to me.
Yeah, next time
Zero.
wait until we mid reading.
Zero, change it again.
Oh my god, I thought I fucking lost my mind. All right. so
Save
number
me,
6
Spelljammer.
is not ReZero. Number 6 is Puella Magi Madoka Magica. All the time travel and realities Homero creates trying to save Madoka are great. I need to go back and finish that. I watched the first couple episodes and liked it and then never watched anymore.
Yeah, Zoe and I watched a bit of it too, and then found out that they made some films, some movies that are basically kind of condensed retellings of the show, and I guess probably the manga it's based on.
Actually,
So you
no,
can
it's
watch,
the
like-
show was the original. Then the manga was based on the show,
Oh, okay.
which is one of
Yeah,
those
so the-
rare times.
Yeah, so the movies are like you can watch like 4 movies or 3 seasons of TV or whatever. So. But yeah, the style of that was kind of nuts. Where every time they went into one of those fights, like the art style got radically different, and it was cool. That's a neat show.
Here's that wacky ass Extinction Agenda page Mahoney was talking about.
Look at that.
Was it?
Look at
Is
that
it?
nonsense.
Is it Wild Man?
No, you know what? I don't know because it's the trade and it doesn't have the artist on the book.
What issue is that?
I don't know.
Hank, figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Because then I could just look it up and do it
I'm
that way.
sending additional pictures. Like here,
Alright.
guys, check out Donk Beast.
I fucking will.
Oh, what is
There's
happening?
Cyclops and
Right,
Havoc.
good time.
There's Cyclops.
What?
Oh my.
There's totally
This-
normal bicep.
What
Beast
the
from
Yes!
his toe twerking.
There's Beast
Oh no!
twerking on it.
is this?
That's great.
And you know what makes it worse is like half of the issues are drawn by Jim Lee, and then the other half are drawn by this guy.
Wow, that's wild. But yeah, figure out what
Man.
issue that is, and then we can track it down that way.
I'm working on it.
Number 5, Black Mirror. So many alternate futures and ideas, all with dark twists. Number 4, Fate / K-Lead Liner Prisma Ilya.
That's not a
An
thing.
alternate version of Fate Stay Night with a magical girl and her clone sister who have to kiss each other to stay alive.
Everything you just said was nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't know, but my Spelljammer's tingling.
Number 3, Transformers crossover with anything. Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, My Little Pony, they're all fun. Number 2, Age of Apocalypse. Some of my all-time favorite X-Men designs with so many cool moments. It's super 90s, but in the best way. And number 1, Steins Gate. One of my favorite anime / visual novels. A fun use of time travel without using time travel. And then Zero goes, ha ha ha, laughing at me, thinking I was having a stroke.
All right,
that's great.
Kelly. X Factor number 61. Penciler is John Bogdanov.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that fits. That dude did some real wacky looking Superman books during the Death of Superman era.
Oh shit! And that picture you showed us
Oh,
was the
that's
cover
right.
too.
What?
That picture you showed us was the fucking cover.
Well, it's on the cover, but that's a picture from inside the book.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
no, as
the
soon as you
crazy,
said
like-
that.
Like
Yep,
the
I
hyperjacked
recognize.
Eradicator and shit. Yeah.
Yup. Yeah, no, I recognize that. As soon as he said this, he used to do some real wacky looking shit.
Yeah.
That beast, I cannot get over.
I don't think any of us will ever get over that beast.
Just
New profile pic.
Twerking so hard he stubbed his toe.
Just
He's like,
dropping
"Get out
it
of here,
down.
my ass will handle this."
Just dropping it to the floor.
I got hyper mutated glutes. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, that was fun. That was fun. So, there wasn't a ton of repeats. That was good. I'm just kind of hoping something like that. Except for fucking sliders. Crowd pleaser sliders.
Man, I really want some hamburgers right now. Some tiny little hamburgers.
Tiny, delicious
Some
burgers.
little moist boys.
Oh, so good. The moistest boys. Terrible. All right. That was great. That's fucking awesome. All right. So for next week, Nice, what are we doing next week?
Also, again, this is tentative because we don't want to count any chickens. But tomorrow we're supposed to have a new president. Knock on wood. So next week, pending any terrible events in the news, we'll be doing top 6 replacements. And we all know Jose's number 1 is going to be Joe Flacco. Shane Falco, you bimbo. So whatever you want. It's whoever was the. I would say top 6 replacements should be people or things that were better than the one before it. People that, whatever your picks are, made a difference, but were not the first. You know what I'm talking about. So it could be people, could be movies, could be characters, could be shows, whatever the fuck you want.
Could be wives.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the first one didn't work out, but that second one's a banger. Sweet ass replacement.
Could be. We all know that person.
Tito with his crispy ex-wife.
Yeah.
We should do top 6 Tito's. Tito's vodka, Q Tito's,
Yeah.
Tito,
Mo Tito.
Caribbean, yeah, Mo Tito, Caribbean Escape Tito.
Yeah.
Fucking love it. All right, let's talk comic books. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm quite keen on comic books, especially the ones about superheroes.
Especially the one about jerking off in the closet.
I was so excited to be able to be like, oh shit, I caught up on all my comics, then I fell behind on my comics again, mostly because of playing Yakuza. So it is what it is. We'll catch up.
You
again.
win some, you lose some.
Yeah. But I did read all of the Death Metal. I'm caught up on that, so that's cool. And I had this really interesting kind of thought that never occurred to me until finishing Death Metal. So the climax of Death Metal comes, and they evil is punished. They don't get erased by the crazy, mortal gods or whatever. But instead
Did you see what I mean when I said that it was pretty much just them doing the ending of Doomsday Clock, but in continuity?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. But even then, it didn't really occur to me until this version of it. So they kind of quickly kind of mention casually that like everyone remembers all their different realities and shit like that. So all the reboots and stuff like that, everybody remembers them, which is kind of a crazy thing to just drop casually, because I feel like that would break your brain 7,000 different ways.
Yeah.
So I thought about that, and then it occurred to me that, yeah, okay, so, Superman keeps getting rebooted and Batman keeps getting rebooted or, retconned or whatever. But like, if that's happening to them, we have to assume it's happening to everybody. And so I thought about Craig in Gotham City and how after the events, so Craig is like, really going through some shit. He's lost everything. Craig's living on the fucking street, just having just a real drag of society, can't catch a break. Doesn't know where his next meal's coming from. Just every other day it's like, oh, is today the day I finally end it? Like Craig's just having Craig's the lowest of the low for poor Craig. And then fucking they kill or whatever, they defeat the crazy cosmic powered Batman who laughs, and Craig gets all of his memories back. And after Crisis on Infinite Earths, Craig was married and had 3 kids, and they all loved him. He lived in a wonderful house. And then after Infinite Crisis, Craig was a Fortune 500 CEO. And like every iteration of Craig's life before this one was infinitely better than the one he's in now. And he cannot fucking handle it. And I just imagine how many billions of people that's happening to in the DC universe right now, and it makes me cackle.
Yeah.
Ridiculous concept. It's crazy comic book.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way, but you're not wrong.
Like, because everybody has to get rebooted. That's just how this shit works. It's about an entire planet worth of people just having memories that aren't theirs, gonna crash into their brains. Fucking wonderful. Comics are stupid. What you got, Kelly?
Nothing immediately comes to mind with recent stuff.
I was very happy to see that they're doing more Ultraman comics at Marvel, because this is pretty cool.
They're fun. I like those books a lot. Yeah, I'm excited to see where they go from here. Yeah, I haven't really been reading much lately. Immortal Hulk, still good, obviously.
God, fucking of course it is. So good.
It's the most obvious thing in the world to say, but Immortal Hulk, still good. And I think I mentioned it before, Future State, better than I thought it would be. I'm enjoying it. The Dark Detective book was pretty cool.
I got that one to read. That's in the pile.
The only downside to that one is there's more Grifter than there is Batman, which is weird. Because it's like Grifter backup story. I'm like, there's more pages of this Grifter backup story than there is the main Batman story. This is very strange.
There's one thing I love about more than Grifter. It's an alternate potential future Grifter.
Yeah. But this week, I picked it up. I haven't read it yet. Is the Superman Worlds of War book. And it's basically Superman doing a Planet Hulk. And that sounds cool as hell.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. It's pretty dope. What you got, Nice?
Oh, yes. I do have something.
Oh, no. Is this a Cart Marks video?
No, but I did already share this with you guys, but I need to share this with our listening audience. You guys remember that Donald Trump The Chosen movie that we talked about?
Oh,
yeah. A few months back, directed by an insane person.
Yep.
So I think it was just because Trump's on his way out. I wanted to check up on the guy, see how he's doing. He's not doing great. And I kind of want to see if I can bootleg the movie somewhere, but I doubt enough people actually paid for it to care to bootleg it and put it on Pirate Bay, so I'm not even going to try. But I did find this video on the Connected Films YouTube page that you guys just have to see. The title is Donald Trump movie actor attacked by Antifa at rally.
Oh, no.
And just take in the scene before I press play. Just look at this. Like, this straight up looks like it's on the other side of the tracks in Taft in Central Florida. Just someone's backyard, a fucking PVC,
not a rally.
A PVC frame with a big vinyl banner of the Donald Trump The Chosen movie poster. A table with snacks. There's some Pringles. There's a Trump Pence sign.
A rally.
Yeah, and also it looks like it was very hot that day, and the lens on the camera got all foggy. It just looks like shit.
The lens is sweating.
Yeah, and then I can't even read. I think maybe the mic flag says Connected Films, but it could say something else. But it is beat to shit. It looks like crap. And this
he's had a long, hard tour for this movie.
Yeah. So let's watch. I've said enough. But as you're watching it, try and keep count in your mind of how many people with mental problems are actually in this video, in the frame. So enjoy.
This is Amanda Collins reporting to you live from Cheetah 6 News here at the private event promoting Donald Trump for Chosen, the movie by Connected Films. And here I have a supporter of the film, right?
Correct. I'm very excited to be here.
Great, good to hear. So what do you think about the film?
I really love the film. Trump is so badass, and so are the Dark Angels. They're really good at fighting.
Badass, huh? Good to hear. All right, interesting. So where can people see this film?
At connectedfilms.com, and I recommend you seeing it at least 2 or 3 times.
All right, excellent. Very interesting. Thank you very much. And I saw the lead actor behind us earlier. Let's see if we can get an interview with him.
Bitch.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh my God.
Why did they pipe in a bunch of like horns honking sound effects?
To make it look like there was more people.
Was the Antifa guy the guy that made this movie?
No. The guy that got hit with the bottle is the guy that made this movie.
Okay,
that's
the hero.
That's
One more
Wilfredo.
time. Let's check out this completely, definitely real, 100% happened attack.
Yeah.
That was absolutely on Channel 6 News.
She works for Channel 6 News.
Reporting to you live from Cheetah 6 News.
And she's got a microphone, but that microphone isn't connected to anything, especially not the camera that they're shooting this with.
It doesn't say Channel 6 News. Like, come on.
Here at the private event promoting Donald Trump for Chosen, the movie by Connected Films. And here
Is the person
I have
she's talking to trying to do sign language at the same time as they're talking?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if they have control of their hands.
Maybe that person, maybe they're deaf and they're trying to do sign language. I just assumed
they just discovered their hands.
I think they maybe got hit with a tire iron one too many times, and that's the problem. But let's
They got attacked by a Tifa
let's
first.
see.
Supporter of the film, right?
Correct. I'm very excited to be here.
Great, good to hear. So what do you think about the film?
I really love the film. Trump is so badass, and so are the Dark Angels. They're really good at fighting.
Badass, huh? Good to hear. All right, interesting. So where can people see this film?
Interesting.
At connectedfilms.com, and I recommend you seeing it at least 2 or 3 times.
All right, excellent. Very interesting.
Of
Thank you.
all the people,
to ask a passerby.
Yeah, of all the people you could get to be in this fake Antifa video, why this person? Why this specific person?
What's wrong, Niles? You don't think inclusion's important?
I do think inclusion is important, but I also think you want to get your message across. Maybe don't give the lines to someone. What is it? Okay, it says. Oh, it does say Channel 6 News.
Is that what
it says? Something 6 News.
Chanel
Channel 6 News doesn't say Channel 6 News. It has
Yeah, it would just be a big
logo.
6. Yeah.
At least 2 or 3 times. All right, excellent. Very interesting. Thank you very much.
Very interesting.
And I saw the lead actor behind us earlier. Let's see if we can get an interview with him.
Oh, hello, you absolute maniac.
Gets him with the bottle, gets thrown, and immediately there's a stick for him to grab.
Oh,
But my
He had
thing is,
that in his coat.
why would you not show the rest?
Because
Where's the rest?
it's making it feel like it's like a found footage. It's like, oh my god, they had to.
Of the news. You think the news is gonna stop shooting?
No, they had to cut the feed. It's too violent.
They don't give a
It's too violent. And he said the F word.
That cameraman was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. You guys got a stick.
That cameraman was like, my phone battery is low. What a mess.
No,
Out of fake journalism school for this. Oof, buddy.
This vid is faker than Michael Jackson's nose.
Real
This
hot take.
entire channel is something out of Tim and Eric. I love it. Looks
That's
phony.
bonkers.
Yes, it looks phony.
Bunch of real internet detectives over here.
They went from this video to the Forkin video.
Yeah. My whole life ruined. Everything's a lie.
I'm gonna send him the picture of Beast's ass.
I'm so happy I stumbled upon that today.
Beast's ass
This picture
attacked
is
by
of the
Antifa.
Oh god, that's nuts.
Mahoney, did you watch Suits yet?
I didn't watch Suits, Kelly, but let me tell you, Kelly, how do you feel about pregnant ladies?
I'm not the person to ask about that.
No, well, it's too late. I already asked you.
Oh, I mean, they're all right, I guess.
Okay, how do you feel about pregnant ladies leading their army in the Battle of Flodden, Kelly?
Seems ill-advised.
Seems ill-advised, right? But let me throw this wrinkle at you. What if her armor has been molded around her giant pregnant belly?
Still seems like a bad idea.
Well,
that thing's just gonna keep getting bigger.
Well, no. You like then you just loosen the armor a little bit. I guess I don't know.
Like I think the armor is not an issue. I think she probably just shouldn't be on the battlefield if she's with child.
Well, no, if she's not on the battlefield, then she's not leading her army, and then her army won't have the 10 times extra strength that they get from having their sovereign there. So.
Oh, so she's got like a super like buff on her.
Yeah, like being around her like makes everybody else like, stronger, braver.
Yeah, raises their stats.
Like, I gotta go and fuck somebody up because this pregnant chick next to me is kicking ass, so I can't be shown up.
Yeah,
so anyway,
you're looking like a bitch in front of
the
Spanish
Princess season 2.
Why did you lie to us when you said you finished Stars all those months ago?
I did finish Stars. The Spanish Princess season 2 hadn't existed yet, so
they keep making more Stars.
Right.
But I feel like every week he's like, "Here's a new show on Stars," and it's like,
no, I haven't watched Stars in months. This is the first time I've dove back into Stars ever since the last time we talked about Stars.
Since the last time he finished Stars. Now he's got to redo the galaxy.
He didn't just stop Stars. It's
well,
not
I mean, like, I know
CrossGen
it's hard to imagine, Kelly, because everyone knows that no one made original content before or before the El Rey Network, but they keep making the content after the El Rey Network.
So wait, there's more shows than From Dusk Till Dawn?
Yes, and they're on a multitude of channels.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they good?
No.
A lot of them are.
Wow. What about this ridiculousness I've heard so much about?
Very good.
You can buy it on iTunes.
Oh, shit. Okay.
If you are looking, Kelly, for something to just have on in the background, you can't do any better than paying for content you could get for free on YouTube.
Mahoney, do you enjoy all of the Suits memes I've been tagging you in?
You could literally, Kelly, I need to be very clear with you. I don't have Facebook alerts turned on or the Facebook app like easily accessible to me. So about once a week I go in and go, look at all these Suits memes Kelly is tagging in.
I should screenshot them and send them to you on Instagram.
Long story short, the answer is yes, I do. If you screenshot them and send them to me on Instagram, I will absolutely see them.
Tremendous. What you got, Jose?
Did you guys watch those little Marvel Legends shorts they put on Disney Plus?
I watched.
They were pretty good.
One yet?
Yeah. So those are pretty cool. If you missed it, little subcategory, little dive back into these characters, and I guess they're going to do one for each. Every time a show comes out, they're releasing new legends of people of importance of the show. It's a nice way to kind of rope in what's important moving forward with what they're doing now with everybody.
Yeah.
Which is kind of.
So wait, is it like a recap leading into things?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like a recap. Like there's one for
Okay.
Wanda, and it's it kind of her backstory from all the movies, and there's no narrator, nothing. It just kind of introduces you to a bunch of important moments of her story arc throughout all the movies, and then they do the same thing.
Imagine it as like the video package before the main event of the pay-per-view.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they play Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you missed those, check those out. Those are pretty cool. And I guess if you haven't watched WandaVision yet, watch those first. I didn't notice them
first because the missus was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And I go, that's ridiculous. You've seen every movie these characters are in. You are absolutely prepared for this. And she was like, I don't get it. So we watched those. And she was like, oh, yeah, I did see those movies. I'm like, fucking, I know.
When we relitigate the list, we should have Nicole on, too.
Ooh, we should definitely do that.
Do it on the year anniversary.
I love that idea.
Iron Man 3 taking the top spot.
What was that movie that she hated, Lee? It wasn't a Marvel movie.
No. It was Hulk.
Oh, it was Hulk. Yeah.
She hated Hulk so much. We had not been dating for long, and there's a part like, oh shit, this is the end. I fucked this up. This is a bad move.
Got
this
my
is a
dick
bad
sucked
date.
for the last time.
Definitely not in the top 6 alternate universes is the one where Nicole dumped Lee over Hulk.
That's why he got so ripped.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. What if
I
that's
will protect you from the spider people?
in that universe you were ripped, but Nicole left you?
Yeah, but then I got her back because I saved her from a spider.
No, that's when he just married me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got so ripped you
I'm
impressed
ripped,
Kelly.
and Kelly is in I'm ripped, and Kelly's in like a slave Leia bikini.
Yeah, I got moved up from third wife to first wife.
But it's Japanese Kelly.
Yes. Yeah, we call that Carrie. No. I referred to Jennifer the other day as my platonic side piece, and she thought that was very funny.
Number 2.
All right. On that note, I think we're done here. That was fucking great.
I take pride in being your third wife, Lee.
That's what you should. Somebody's got to be the bottom bitch.
Yep.
Very important. All right. So next week, assuming the news isn't terrible tomorrow, we'll talk about top 6 replacements.
Oh man, Lee, you can put me as one of your replacement wives.
Goddamn right. And boy,
Kelly, we could put you because I don't know if you recall, but you did replace somebody on this show.
That's true. Man, I could go on every one of these lists, I bet.
I'm not gonna lie, I did think about Kelly.
I gotta tell you, I really hope there's not horrible news tomorrow, you guys.
Yeah. You know what
sure.
would make it very easy for there to not be horrible news tomorrow? If they did this stupid inauguration in some place with a roof on it.
Yeah.
How about we wake up and they're like, we did it yesterday, motherfucker.
Exactly.
We already pushed the button.
I would be really happy if I go through the whole day without hearing any news. Because then I know nothing happened.
Perfect, yeah.
They're going to do the first drive-up inauguration where everyone sits out there with their cars and just honks.
No. Do it on the Senate floor. Get it done. Bing, bang, boom. New president. Who cares?
Yeah, fucking bring in the government people. Bring in a fucking Bible. Call it fucking day, man.
You don't need to. We just don't need people there.
Yeah, you
We
don't
absolutely
need.
not. It should literally be done like in 24 or something, where like the president just exploded and now you're sworn in right here.
Yeah.
like
How about this? We can all have a party when COVID is over.
yeah, exactly. Just like every other person postponing all their parties until COVID is over.
But instead, we have
people on
a big
TikTok.
party with Garth Brooks and the New Radicals performing.
Fucking New Radicals.
Okay, what the shit are the New Radicals?
It's got to be a matter of Biden or Kamala or somebody is like, you get me, the New Radicals.
I mean, come on, it's gotta be Biden.
Really?
Like a New Radicals guy.
No.
Do you know the other sides, what they're pushing? No name works with some people.
That fucking song again.
Go on.
They're starting to squirrel their money away because they think that Kamala is going to 25th Amendment Biden and take over.
Oh my
God. And then the
God.
economy's going to crash.
Yeah, I've been hearing people. See, I know someone that their significant other works at a bank, and they said that Trump people are pulling out money like crazy because they're convinced that martial law is going to be declared.
Holy shit, man.
To what? Stop the Trump people?
Yeah. It's cool to realize that
let me
even
tell you, martial law is going to be declared when we're through with all of our horrible nonsense that we plan on doing.
I watched his exit speech. Nothing too crazy. So he didn't tell everyone to go to the Capitol tomorrow.
How about we go rob a bunch of MAGA people who have a bunch of cash stuffed in their mattress?
Oh, God.
Hypothetically.
No.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
All right. So stay safe, stay sane out there. Hope for good news. If so, we'll be back with more fuckery and tomfoolery at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. For Jason Knights, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Talk to you guys next week. Night. Love ya. Bye-bye.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Fucking Google something.
Holy shit. You fucking Google ass bitch.
I didn't want to say it.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
You fucking
Google ass bitch. Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
You fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.